Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Paper Dungeon, episode 65 tonight. It's going to be pretty lit. Thank you guys for being patient. Today is like mass battle day, and so there's a whole new set of rules and everything like that it took a little bit longer to prep for. So I appreciate your guys' patience. I believe we also got rated before we even started.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you to Jackies.
Yeah. It was the Jackie. Thank you so much.
DAJACKIES.
We're
really good at spelling.
We could do a spelling bee. We appreciate the raid. Hopefully you guys stuck around a little bit, and we can make you guys happy. We do have a few announcements that we're gonna get through real quick before we get started. Starting with Miss Lydia.
Hey, check us out on social media. We got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all those fun things. We got commands for them, but I don't know if Maz is here to plug them right now, so I'll plug them in just a minute. But check us out on socials. We work really hard on them, and we post extra stuff there too.
Very nice. And then Aaron also has an announcement.
Yes, as Lydia briefly mentioned, we also have a Discord. It's really awesome. People have been randomly showing up
it's because of the Muppet TikTok. I knew it.
TikTok
I knew the Muppets would lure them in. I knew it. Sorry.
We gained maybe 15 members.
They all showed up at my time at roughly 4 a.m, which was a lot of very startling. It was a lot of startling notifications. So thank you for that.
We broke 100. We broke 100.
Yes, we've broken 100 people in the Discord.
And
so you can be there and talk about Dungeons and Dragons stuff, ask us questions, or just talk about whatever you want. Honestly, it's a great time. Not whatever you want, but for the most part, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Other than that, we also have a website, and on that website, www.thepaperdungeon.com, we have a merchandise store where you can buy things with our logo or quotes that DJ said that one time 2 years ago. And so you can support us in that way, which is really awesome. Speaking of stores, clearly the most popular cast member, Lydia Corinne, has her own store that she sells merchandise with her art on it, and you can get really cool t-shirts and stuff like that. And pillows, but no notebooks.
There's a pillow there.
Yeah, there's a pillow there. She sells a whole bunch of stuff. You can buy like prints and things. It's great. So go support the best cast member that we have, and spend your money. Aaron out.
And last but not least, Grant has our final announcement before we get started.
So all you on YouTube that are looking at us right now, or listening, if that's your style, I am so flippin' proud of the YouTube nation, because we're getting close to passing Twitch followers. We're at basically 600, and Twitch, I believe, is at around 660-ish in followers. So just a little bit more time and YouTube's gonna pass, and you know that just makes Grant happy. Now, not only that, I don't have any way to know how the podcast is performing. So, podcasters, I'm really glad that
I'm sure you
around.
guys are.
We hope you're here.
I hope you exist. I hope you exist and that you're listening to this. But so thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
An easy way to tell us that you listen on the podcast is if you show up live.
If you showed up.
Oh, that's the other thing I meant to say. Show up live, please. We'd love to see you and say hi. Also, following us on Twitch is a great way to support us. And if you have Prime, as the Jackies was so generous, the Raider, to subscribe with Prime today. If you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you get a free sub with Prime. So you can just, through Twitch, find a way to support us by just dropping that Prime at no cost to you. It's a great deal. So
yeah, we're almost at sub goal, aren't we? What's our sub goal, Grant?
Oh gosh, 20. I think we're at 17, unless
like 17 is pretty
close.
Like
yeah,
we're pretty close. 17
could be this episode if 3 of you subscribe. Also, speaking about the podcast people, if you can't make it on Monday nights, you can still join the Discord and then just let us know that you're from the podcast. We'd love to hear that.
Or see us on Thursdays.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to take it away, Aaron.
I do a show where we talk about our show.
Or anything,
or Twilight, or my failings as a musical performer. A whole bunch of things. Show up on Thursdays, normally at 1:30.
You might get a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
We will do it 100%. I will play my role that I know I've failed to play as Frankenfurter, and I'll just crush it.
With all this being said, we are so excited to play tonight. Let's go ahead and get started with tonight's episode of the Paper Dungeon. Roll the clip.
Welcome to Nicomuris, a world of divine sacrifice and forgotten evil. Over 8 centuries have passed since the devastation of the trial, but despite the world's rebirth, the people have returned to their lust for darkness and ruin. Follow us as 6 souls are bound together in a twist of fate and emerging powers. For those that oppose the light and all that is good in the world have come together to snuff it out. Our heroes are now at the forefront of war. They must discover the role they play in abyssal ambition and righteous judgment. Our story will find our adventurers through glory, fear, and fortune as they make their way through the Paper Dungeon.
All right. So we have been following our group.
Wait. Before we get into it, I just I want to say 2 things. Ironically, that was probably the most put together intro we've ever done. And so I'm just proud of us. And I blew it. But somebody in chat was like, wow, this is really put together. And I'm like, just happy. Second of all, I brought hot Cheetos because it's going to be a spicy episode.
I wanted to mute you so bad.
This episode sponsored by Cheetos. I'm just kidding.
It's not. But if you wanna, just let us know.
If Cheetos wants to reach out to us, I won't turn them down.
Yeah, go ahead and do your recap. Drew is freaking out, so we better move forward.
He was so upset. He was like, we're so close to having a good, clean intro all the way through, and then Grant ruined it. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is how it normally is. So if you aren't familiar with us, we're normally not put together. But yeah, Lydia. We have been following our group known as Fate's Gambit as they have successfully convinced 6,000 orcs to join in the war campaign against this unknown growing evil that has displaced the homeland of Edward and his people, the people of Oclaron. It has taken the city of Athala, the capital of Oclaron, the home of Edward and where this group actually met. It has even taken a city known as Dalwara in rival Luna, far, far north on the continent of Talara, in the homelands of Kathyr, the homeland of the Moon Elves. So, with all this being said, the group was tasked with gathering these orcs to create kind of a specialty unit to help them win the war. And so they went to the Scarlet Wastes. They managed to convince 6,000 of these orcs to join them. They then were able to escape the Scarlet Wastes, fleeing the Alisar Mountains, eventually getting their flying ship back, the Dead King's Horde. Once they were able to escape the Alisar Mountains and the Alisar Dwarves, they made their way to the refugee camp where they discovered that 10,000 Moon Elven soldiers had joined this camp as Kathyr's best friend and soon-to-be brother-in-law, Vyzen, was able to bring out several units, 25 units of soldiers to join in this campaign to reclaim Oclaron. And so once Kathyr, Edward, Riniya, and Tarak made their way back to the camp, they spent the evening creating war plans, and then the following day going about different activities just to kind of prepare before the next following day, they begin to march through the Shield and into Oclaron, reclaiming the territory once again. We are going to pick up on that night, just before you guys all go to bed. Is there anything that anybody wants to do just before they go to bed?
I make sure that my bat is prepped, my saddle is ready. I have learned spells that I totally should have had prepped earlier and did not.
Okay. Renata, anything you're doing?
I don't think so.
Okay. Edward, anything that you're doing?
Well, you know that Edward's got to write in his journal, this is the night, the eve before the big day. He's got to write stuff down. Second of all, question for the DM. they're gonna leave and do things early on. Will Edward have a chance to like talk to his mother in the morning, or should he do that tonight? I'm assuming he would know.
I would recommend doing it tonight just to make things simpler in the morning. So
Okay.
it's not one thing you have to do before you march to war, you know?
So that's one thing I'd like to do tonight,
Okay.
anyways.
Real quick, yes for now?
Yeah, don't have to like role play or anything, but Riniya does pop into her room before we go to tell Gratz, yo, go into war.
Okay. He tells you not to die. He gives you a
What's up,
kiss.
babe?
Go to war.
Leave.
Peace.
Bye. I'm out. Might be here permanently.
I
Like,
gotta do this whole war thing, like, it'll be over real fast. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
there's
it.
no losing for Gratz. It's
Gratz is
either
like, hey, either
A,
you
live,
you
or
come
B.
back because you
Yeah,
live, or you stay here permanently because you died. You know, like
It's a win-win situation.
really, he's just
exactly.
happy.
Have fun at war, sweetie.
Bye.
Okay. Edward. So you're gonna go visit your mother then?
Yeah. I'm assuming I know where my mother's tent is.
Yes, it's in the same spot it has been ever since the first time you came here.
Yeah, Edward will he'll walk up to the tent. I'm assuming it's like closed. Is there a light on inside?
There, you can see there is one little candle. At this point, it's getting fairly late in the night. It's probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay. Edward will just he'll outside of his mother's tent take out his lute, and remember that sunrise song that I sang for Riniya that I said my mother wanted me to learn? He'll
Vaguely.
what?
Are you gonna play it?
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. It was like in the 20s, I think, probably.
I remember it
Maybe
well.
no, I
In the
think even
20s.
earlier. Anyways, he pulls out his lute and starts singing the like, look at the sunrise. I can't really remember how it goes, honestly.
thought you were gonna
I
actually
wrote
play
the
that song.
lyrics. Hold
Edward
on.
is- yeah.
Hold on.
Um,
It's in here. Keep going. Ignore me.
So Edward will just kind of play that, not loudly
Pacific
or
Peace.
boisterously, just play it calmly, so that his mother can hear it.
Okay. Let me roll a perception check for her real quick. See if she
He is
Just
asleep,
doesn't hear it.
passed out.
The whole thing.
Man,
He's like,
She's just already
did
just
the
completely out.
war
Completely out.
happen already?
she's an old alcoholic. She passes out. She passes out hard. you know?
Open your eyes from episode 28.
Open your eyes. Something like that.
After you play for like 30 seconds or so, she like pops her head out. Oh, it's you. Hi.
Hi, mother.
Yo, come in.
Okay. And Edward slings his lute back. Wow. And then
You know,
walks in.
You could just like pop in and like, give me a little shake. You don't have to like play a song and hope that I hear it. Although I
I
do love
know.
that you learned that song.
Yeah, right? Don't you remember that?
She goes over and pours a glass of wine.
Classic.
Whenever I needed to feel comfort, I would play that song. I'd usually do it in private, but it brings me quite a bit of joy in turbulent times.
Turbulent.
Turbulent. Thank you, Tarak.
As the head
Turbulent.
Okay, pops
honcho.
in. It's turbulent. And then leaves.
He's always there for me. I just wanted to speak with you one last time before tomorrow. It's a big day. And
It's not gonna be the last time though.
I don't think so either. I feel good about this one. In most things in life, I feel quite uncertain. You know me, but for once I feel like there's hope.
I would agree. It seems like the people are skeptical yet excited.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I think.
Should something happen, though, I want you to know I am very, very proud of you. I love you. And don't let anything happen.
For a long while, I didn't know if I'd ever hear those words again from you.
I've always been proud of you.
I know, but when Athala and I wasn't there and I didn't know what happened to you, I'm just glad you're okay. And if we've made it this far, then surely we can take on what's coming. So,
I hope so. I would agree. You and your friends have all become very, very powerful. More powerful than anyone I've ever met.
it seems
Even when they choke in the distance.
it seems like it's weird. It almost feels like sometimes fate is on our side, which is weird to say. I don't know, but
I would hope so, knowing vaguely what I know about Kathyr.
yeah, he's got a lot going for him. That one. Well, I just wanted to say goodnight, and that I also care for you, and I'm thankful that you're alive, and I want you to stay alive, and I'll stay alive, and it'll all go fine, and who knows where we'll end up, but it'll all work out, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, thankfully, I'll be staying here. And also, you should tell your mother that you love her, not that you care for her.
okay, I love you, Mother. I love you. Okay.
Good. I appreciate that. I love you too. And she goes over and she gives you a little kiss on the forehead and then offers you her glass of wine.
Actually, I'll have a bit.
You and your mom hang out, sharing a glass of wine for probably the first time ever.
Dill.
Sharing some wine with beef and dill. That should be like on a bingo sheet from here on out.
Crack
like,
open a cold
That's
one with
never
your
gonna
mom.
happen again. It's never. This is a one time.
You guys share your drink, talk a little bit before eventually
Play some cards.
you guys play some cards.
We play wine
PT and
pong.
chess. Yes, Riniya.
I have a thing I want to do.
Nice.
Okay. Does it involve
real quick.
Edward?
Not Edward.
Okay.
Edward will then, say goodnight, draw a journal, go to sleep.
Okay.
Classic. He goes to
Riniya.
sleep humming "Open Your Eyes." It's all sweet.
Which one's Open Your Eyes?
That's the song.
That's the
Oh,
one
Sunrise.
he's saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Sunrise.
Cool.
Yeah.
Riniya, you now have something you want to do?
Yeah. Kathyr. Knock, 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 knock.
Yes. On the tent wall.
She's
oh,
just
my
saying
God,
knock
post.
outside.
Just a
Yes,
little
Riniya.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh, okay. You can fully come into the tent. You don't have to just peep your head in.
Okay, cool. So, I feel a little nervous about tomorrow. The like butterflies in the tummy thing.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if and she like her hand pokes in and she's holding a deck of cards. War for practice for tomorrow?
Oh no.
Yes, Riniya, we can play some cards.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And she'll come in and she'll play war with Kathyr.
Very nice.
Is that all you wanted to do?
That was it.
That's
yeah.
so good. That's so good.
You guys play war.
You force
flipping
me
cards.
to wait in fear of what's to come for this.
It's cute.
It is. It's adorable. I loved it.
You guys,
Thank
you
you.
guys,
Hey, Lydia.
you guys
Lydia, can you
play
roll
your
a
game of
D20 for me?
war. Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me, each of you.
Wait,
Okay.
they're playing a game of war within.
I
game
instinctively
of
went to grab a
war.
dice. I just assumed that all of us were rolling d20s and I wasn't even going to question.
No, just the two of them.
Okay.
Whoever got higher wins. Drew?
I got a 13.
The lucky
You got
number.
12.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, I
You're
guess
not-
that means it's time to crack open a
guys-
bag of hot Cheetos.
You guys are going back and forth and back and forth. For those of you who don't know how war works, it's the
It's
most basic card game in
100%
the
luck.
world. You flip over, each of you get half a
We
deck.
didn't
you flip over
explain
a
it
card,
before. We're not explaining it now.
And whoever has the higher card takes those two cards. Eventually, one person will run out of cards, and whoever has the cards wins. Riniya comes back from the brink. At first, Kathyr's smoking her. He has all the aces, all the kings. He's going through,
Okay,
and
that
you
one's
get
yours.
a couple of them in
one's
a
yours.
couple of the three,
Okay,
the
I
actual
got that one.
wars, quote unquote, that is in war. And you come back, and right there at the end,
That
you
was
play your
mine.
last card, and Drew loses it in a war, or he loses his last card in a war, and you guys finish the game with Riniya winning.
Wow, that was so intense.
Well done. Looks like there's nothing for you to worry about.
I won the war.
You did.
It's prophecy. The whole lock.
And
When?
we'll win the war tomorrow. Well, we won't win the whole war tomorrow, but
Well, you won't. I will. But I'll let you win this next time.
okay.
Okay? Cool.
Like pops his head into the tent. Hey guys, you want to play some canasta?
No, I'm tired.
Yeah, okay, good night.
What is canasta?
Oh, we don't have time to explain canasta.
Canasta
You'll
is a
learn.
little bit more complicated to
You'll
explain.
learn.
Is that like SpaghettiOs canned pasta? Canasta?
No.
What?
No, bad. No, that was a bad joke. You should feel ashamed.
You should feel bad. You're bad, and you should feel bad.
You
Okay, well,
guys,
I'm gonna go to bed. Are you gonna have a big motivational speech prepared for all of us?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'll do. All right. I'll probably won't. But I'll support you from a distance. Okay. Have a good night.
Good night.
Also, forgive my mistake. I should have said hand and foot because canasta requires pairs, and there would only be 3 of us. So
hand and foot also requires pairs.
you don't have to have pairs for hand and foot.
You know what else requires hand and foot? Twister.
We should move on with this
Kathyr.
Dungeons and Dragons game.
Okay, with Riniya saying that, I now take the next like 2 hours because I only need 4 hours of rest, so I can stay up later. I now take the next 2 hours to come up with something to say in the morning because apparently that's something I have to do.
Great. I look forward to hearing what you come up with in the next 30 seconds.
Yep.
You all go to sleep at your different times. Edward and Tarak taking their full 8 hours, Riniya taking her 4 hours. Kathyr. As you drift into your subconscious and you begin to flow in and out of your kind of hypnotic state that elves rest in,
The Twilight Zone.
you feel yourself drift into your subconscious before your eyes awake, opening. You find yourself surrounded by a massive field. Within the field are weapons, armor, instruments of war, all from an ancient battle, half buried, rusted, decaying, covered in vines and grass, all remnants from a long lost battle. Scattered amongst the field are a number of large tarum trees, trees that you usually recognize being in cemeteries with that silvery, blackish bark and the blood red wood on the inside with the little red flowers that bloom all around them. As you look around, try to gather your bearings, you begin to see things out of the corner of your eyes. You turn only to see nothing before seeing it out of the other side, and you turn again. After a little while, you begin to readjust and focus, and it's no longer out of the corner of your eyes, but you begin to see a person drifting between the trees, stepping behind one and disappearing, and then appearing seemingly in a completely different place. Eventually, it's less sporadic until you are able to actually like track this woman's movements as she makes her way through the trees. Eventually, every once in a while, she'll stop at the armor or one of the swords buried in the ground, and that gives you time to take in her appearance. You see an average height woman wearing simple garbs beneath her sporadic leather armor, between the leather bracers, the corset, the shin guards, along with her leather boots, and then a long flowing black skirt that opens in the front, revealing her pants and her boots and everything like that, but covering the backside. Strapped to her left hip, you see 2 swords, one a katana-looking sword, the other I can't quite remember what the proper sword for it is, or name for it, but it's the shorter accent sword hanging from both her hips, or from her one hip, excuse me. As you look up towards the top, you see that she's wearing a large jingasa, I believe is how you say it, but it's the rice hat, typical Japanese rice hat, long, kind of triangular hat.
It's called a wakizashi.
When I looked it up, it was a jingasa.
No. He's talking about
I
the
meant
blade.
the knife.
Oh,
the
thank you.
The shorter blade.
Perfect. I was like, I did my research on this one.
Trap fades in through the trees.
It's a wakizashi.
From beneath the hat, long flowing black hair kind of brushes along her back, and the hat is tipped at the right angle where you can't quite see her eyes. Eventually, yes, Captain.
Do I recognize this to be Adrasil?
Roll a religion check. Please be Sam.
Adrasil a deity?
What was that?
Is Adrasil a deity or somebody that Kathyr knows?
14.
Player knowledge. Or yeah, with a 14, yeah, you know. You do recognize this to be Adrasil, the prime goddess of the war domain, along with also being one of the lesser gods of the life domain. She's known as the Wandering Lady. She is basically the divine, war medic is kind of how you think about her. She's known to drift from active battlefields, coming in and appearing out of nowhere and healing soldiers on both sides so they don't die before letting them go. She's also the prime deity or the patron deity of like fair combat, of respecting fellow soldiers on either side and engaging in moral warfare, basically. You do recognize her. Do you do anything?
I mean, does she seem to be like she's just going around to different like bodies? She's not like
At this point, there's no bodies, but she's going around to like the armor and stuff like that. Before eventually she stops not too far away from you, as an iron sparrow, one of the only inhabitants of Tarum trees, and another one of her symbols, being the paper lantern, iron sparrow, and Tarum tree, rests on her fingers, and she begins like stroking its feathers, not too far in front of you.
I will approach carefully.
As you approach, she like slowly, eventually she hears you and just kind of tilts her ear back. You do not have to fear me, Kathyr.
My lady, it is an honor to meet you. I'm sorry. Why am I here right now?
I brought you here to warn you. There is more that rests on this war than you understand. And the stakes are higher than ever. What you face has the power to change the course of history. They have done it before, and they can do it again. You face a group of mages, more cunning and evil than any in history. They are the creators of the Books of Keeping, and they will stop at nothing to achieve their goals. You need to be prepared for these battles, for they will not be easy. And the casualties will be unjustifiable. Do you understand?
I understand. Thank
Do
you.
you have any questions?
What has become of the Archfey?
The Archfey are pawns, tools being used.
The Archfey are pawns?
The Archfey wish to see the Divine Order overthrown, with them replacing it.
My assumption is that they think that is what is the plan.
So,
But I doubt that is what is going to happen. I do not know all the answers,
right.
but I think the Fae are being misled.
Okay. And these mages, do they reside solely in Athala?
I do not know. There is one in Dalwara.
The one with the golden mask.
They each have a golden mask with 6 faces on it. There are 10 members of this group. They are known as the Anathema.
Right. I don't recognize that name, do I, DM?
Roll a history check.
Anybody writing this down?
Why is it that whenever I never write anything down, the one time I do, I can't find my pencil?
No, I don't. I rolled a 2 on die.
Okay. They're the Anathema.
Right. That's a lot to process. Are you going to be assisting in this battle?
No, I cannot.
I understand. Are there any generals of theirs that we should particularly be keeping an eye out for?
I do not know the ins and outs of their battalions and soldiers. I'm sure whoever is a general for these are going to be strong and powerful forces.
Right.
I would be aware of all of them.
Right. Right.
And she reaches out and just kind of like barely touches your forehead, kind of between your eyes. As she does, she says, "To know your enemies is to know victory." And she barely taps your forehead, and your vision suddenly changes, and it goes from this massive field to this gloomy infinite void, basically. But in front of you, you see this massive stone face of a huge balding man with thick lips, kind of a flatter nose, kind of pulled back ears, with where his eye sockets would be, they're empty and void, and waterfalls are pouring down from them. In front of this, you have 10 figures in front of you, all cloaked with kind of almost like spiked shoulder pads coming off with their cloaks kind of coming beneath. They have all these robes and kind of ornate decor. Some of them having lanterns and lights, some with skulls, some with rats and other macabre ornamentation basically hanging off of them. Each of them having that golden mask described. The long, tall golden mask with the 6 almost like totem pole style faces is kind of the impression you get, with the 2 kind of wings on the side of them, all 10 of them, each one with a different face at the base of it, some in shock, some of horror, some of ecstasy, some of happiness, some of passion, all different faces, all with a slight, I guess, macabre twist to them. Everything just ever so slightly horrific is kind of the way. Like sometimes the teeth will be sharpened, or the eyes are slits instead of pupils, or the ears have, bones sticking out of them in odd angles. Sometimes they'll have holes in the cheeks. All these different, somewhat off-putting modifications to it. They stand kind of in this fog in front of this carving. You pull away and you're back in the field. There will be many to fear. But I cannot articulate how dangerous these creatures are. Be on guard.
Thank you.
I wish I could do more.
You've done a lot. You've provided intel that we have been grasping at for months. We will not fail.
If you do, everything you love and hold dear will die.
I understand.
Good. You can see why my brothers and sisters have chosen you.
Thank you.
Now go. You
Gives
have war to prepare for.
Gives us a very polite bow before
She kind of nods even further. You haven't seen her eyes yet, but she nods even further. And you take a step back, and as you bow, you just close your eyes, and you awake back in your tent. And you have gotten your full 4 hours. You have your long rest.
Lovely. All right, cool. I stand up and I walk out of my tent and I like walk around it like at least 10 times, just processing before. All right. Goes back into his tent. Goes through the process of putting on all of his armor. Before going and making sure the others are awake.
What?
Just
Yeah,
gather everyone up and make sure that they're ready.
Good segue.
Between prepping for your speech and then your 4 hours or so, that gives everybody their full long rest before you go and wake them up.
Wonderful.
So you all, Riniya, you're already awake, but Edward and Tarak, you guys awake to Kathyr getting you guys.
Hi, can we talk for a little bit before we get going with this whole war thing?
Speech? Speech time?
Always
Speech time?
so punctual.
Yeah, I know. Here, Edward, here's your tea.
Oh, I'm better now. Thank you.
Oh boy. So,
Jasmine.
great news. I know kind of who we are fighting.
The Archfey, right?
Right, the Archfey.
Oh, wait, I meant to tell you that
monstrosities.
the Lady Morantar gone. Malice took care of her.
Good for him. That's great.
Yes. Yeah, this elbow thing, it was real weird.
Yeah,
We got
that's
that taken care of.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So, the Archfey aren't in charge.
Yes,
Um,
of course.
They're not? Who could be telling the Archfey what to do?
That's the terrifying part, right? So I had a vision last night. Yay.
Oh gosh, not again.
It was more, although it less was like a
Are you
vision.
sure it wasn't like a nightmare? 'Cause
No,
It
no,
was a
wasn't
happy vision,
nightmare.
right?
No,
Good news.
How familiar are you guys with the goddess Adrasil?
Primally.
Isn't that a medicine?
DM, I was shown her with Malice, right?
You just like, oh gosh.
Maybe.
Because
Can you give me a recap of the scene that you're remembering?
It was like, because it was Malice. It was when we were in the pyramid, and Malice showed up, crashed through the window, was showing what he was doing with the whole war thing.
Yes, Atrasil and Adaria were two of the goddesses that were sending out the three. Yes.
Yes. Do I know that's her?
Roll a religion check with advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
Yeah. You're a religious girl. You're literally a cleric.
A little bit.
Mostly.
She does.
Times.
She is
Where's
mostly
that
a cleric, yes.
19.
By day cleric.
Yeah,
by
you
night
definitely know
warlock.
who Yggdrasil is. Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know everything that I just said.
Everything that God just told me.
Which one?
Good
Yes.
question.
So, Tarak, Edward, Yggdrasil, she is the prime goddess of war, and basically is you can think of her as like the god of war medic.
That's good.
Yeah.
If she likes us. That's good. Right?
She told me that the people we are facing are a group of mages, specifically 10 of them, who are the ones leading the forces of Fae and undead and otherwise. But even they don't seem to serve another. That part's a little more unclear. But these mages apparently, it's not the first time something like this has happened, but it's the worst that this has ever happened. So, like, we already
Potential
knew.
to be the worst.
What did you?
It should be said it has the potential to be the worst.
Yeah, it has the potential to be the worst. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, it has the potential to be like
Okay, but
completely
wait, hold
world
on.
changing and like.
Yeah, right. We already covered this with like me ending the world thing, but we already covered that, and that's not right. Is that just what this is like? Is this just another one of those where it's
Well,
No,
it could
I
be like
actually-
this, but then it's not at all like that, and we go on this big, long, dramatic thing
No.
where it's like, you gotta kill me and blah 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 blah.
No.
Because I don't want to do that again.
No, because these people are actively trying to pursue the end of the world.
And sadly enough, I have a source that might be more credible. You know Charles?
Hold on.
Yes, the butler.
Hold on. More credible than myself or Yggdrasil?
No, you know what I mean. Like visions and all, they've pretty much come true, but it's all up to interpretation sometimes.
Well, like I said, it was less like a vision, and it's more just I spoke to her.
You're lucky
Yes.
God can talk.
And I just for the sake of a second, source, which is always good. Fact
Sure,
checking and whatnot.
Yeah.
Charles, I wasn't going to say anything because we have enough on our plate, but he did in fact mention a mage, or was it a group of mages, DJ, or did he just say one mage? I think he said one. I can't recall. It doesn't really matter all that much. It's just
Yeah, I think he mentioned that from intelligence they'd gotten from Dolwara, they knew that there was a mage in Dolwara. He didn't
Okay.
mention anything about Athala.
He says. Then Edward proceeds. He mentioned a mage in Dalwara, and this mage, he had a horrifying mask, like 6 faces high. Basically, did Edward knows that, right? I get it
A
jumbled up.
long cylinder with
Yeah,
two
yeah. Okay,
smaller
gotcha.
cylinders
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
side.
They're
Whatever.
not
Okay.
cylinders.
And I didn't think it would be this big a deal, but apparently it's causing quite a bit of havoc. And if Kathyr, you're saying there's more of them, and they're
Right,
the
and
ones
with the
calling
same
shots,
kind
then-
of golden masks with 6 faces and like the wings on the side.
So that means it probably doesn't end here. I mean, all the way from Dalwara.
This is what the side wounds look like.
Ears.
Yes.
Like Teletubby?
Teletubby ears.
Kinda like Teletubby
little-
ears.
Or like coat hangers, but, like in their head, sideways.
You know how like when you're scared or something, you just gotta like make it like not scary and then like make it cute or something like that, and then it's fine. Just picture these guys as Teletubbies, you know?
I'm
I
on
love
it.
like-
Teletubbies
they're like-
with horrifying stacked
Teletubbies,
masks.
but they
Old-fashioned
have,
Cybermen.
but they have like the coat like
Wait,
hoods on, and like they
got
cover
it.
like half their
I got
face and
it.
like the
Find, like,
they're
They're
the pointy
called
hoods.
they're called totem
The
tubbies.
head wand thing is like a satanic like pentagram.
Why isn't anybody laughing at my joke? Totem
Because we were too
tubbies?
busy
Are
laughing
you
at a
kidding
better
me?
one.
Oh my goodness, this is
Oh,
great.
wait.
Lydia,
Welcome to the actual paper dungeon, everybody. We're just a bunch of idiots.
We're just a bunch of idiots. Right. Anyway, so that's good news. that we now like know a bit more about what we're fighting. However, the bad news obviously is that
what we're fighting?
is that we're fighting mages that have the power to command the Archfey.
Yeah.
Supposedly, right?
Now, are you saying that they have direct control, or are they simply like misleading or directing them? It's kind of like,
it seems to be
"Oh,
more
you
of
should
like a
do this
mislead
thing."
or direct or like misdirect.
Either.
However, that still is just as terrifying to
It's
me.
a feat. It's better than if they were like puppeteering them, though.
Yes, no, 100%. Yes, you are. Thank you for yes, you're 100% correct.
I'm all about
Look,
the elaboration.
Yeah.
I think you guys are the coolest ever. Like,
Aw.
absolutely.
Right back at you.
But the Archfey, like, are after, like, killing gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do that, yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
And so we're dealing with people that control the
Mislead.
Archfey that
Big difference.
that
Oh
kill
my
gods.
gosh. If they control them right, the gods could die.
All right, buddy, you need to simmer
Okay,
down, drink
so,
your tea. It's a calm.
Like, okay. Kathyr, this is where your pep talk is really gonna need to come in. You prepped
We're
it
getting
right.
a pep talk.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I
Tarak
love
nestles
these.
in.
Well, okay, well,
Tarak is
Edward-
ready.
Edward
He gets his
was-
cup of tea.
I
Edward
was
snuggles
planning.
into Tarak's
Okay,
side.
I
with
was
his
planning
tea.
on it being with like the whole, like everyone.
Okay, this
but,
can be like a practice
but, like,
round.
I
I
can,
gotta get
sure.
hot
we can,
Cheetos
we
for
can
this
do.
one.
No, it's
Tracks
fine.
like-
I can
tracks
improv.
like-
It's fine.
Edward, have you ever played Counting Shoulders?
I have two.
No, I don't know how to play that.
So you start. You go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that's number 4.
Old Havel trick.
You got it. Havel taught you that? Get your head
Havel
off.
taught me a lot of things.
Just kidding, I quite liked
Right.
it.
Anyway. Well, Riniya,
Yeah.
Tarak, Edward.
Yes,
Obviously, these are terrifying odds.
Mm-hmm.
However, we aren't facing them alone. Right? We have 10,000 elves, 6,000 orcs, another like 2,000 men, all who are unified in a common enemy. Right? We're not doing this alone. And as powerful as the enemy is, we are powerful ourselves. And if things go really bad, we have 3 gods on our side.
And Ginger.
Well, 6 gods on 7 gods on our side.
And like multiple demon princes,
And, like,
technically,
and-
they're
oh, yeah,
still
and
like with the
assume-
whole like
and a demon-
bowing
and a
thing.
demon
I
lord,
don't know.
right, yeah.
Can we assume that all
Yeah.
of the gods are on our side?
Well, I mean,
What? Like there are gods that are like into the destruction of the world?
Yes.
Actually, yes.
That's weird.
I mean, it's kind of like there's this thing that
One of them is Kathyrs.
It
Is this
gets,
still a
it gets
part of
into like the
Pep Talk?
balance of like the universe of like like
Oopsie.
destruction brings new creation, but then creation leads into more destruction. It's just
I'm
like
very
how-
confused. Are we still getting pepped up now?
It's like
or
how a
did it end?
forest burns. and
anyway.
then the
That's all. That's all
seeds
off
happen.
topic. It's all off topic.
Right. Okay.
But today, we're just gonna take everything one day at a time because that's all we can do. All right.
Dust to dust.
We just, while it does feel insurmountable, we have surpassed insurmountable a couple times. I mean, we've discovered the sacred tomb of Terkalamos. We have slayed ancient dragons and uncovered ancient treasures and straight up changed the course of history for an entire nation of orcs.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Preach.
Diggity dog.
Right. Anyway, what
Is
I'm
that
trying
a
to
cleric
say,
or a paladin? Wow.
Ouchie
Kathyr.
wawa.
we can do this too, all right? We just take it one step at a time. We stick together. We work together. And
We die together.
Athala!
Well,
let's
I
not do the
wasn't
dying
gonna say
part,
that
please.
part. We're gonna not
You know,
die. We're gonna try to not die, actually.
Even if we do, we
I
can
mean,
come
honestly,
back.
if we do die, let's I don't know about.
Let's
Through
not
the
work.
flames
the
of
dying
hell.
Let's
thing
not.
cannot
Let's
happen.
not do that.
Let's not do that.
one.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we're good. We're good. We're just.
All right.
Is
Cool.
Grotz gonna help us?
No,
All right, so a
no.
couple of pointers. Try not to do math in the speech. I'm not good at it, and I don't think a lot of other people are either. And so it kind of becomes a real bummer. Like if you're like, so there's like, we got like a couple thousand people here, and we got a couple thousand people,
Wait, why
And
would
then
he
you
use
got, like,
math in a
6,000.
speech?
and
Yeah.
that's
When did he do math?
I didn't
just
hear him say one number.
sum up the number first, and then just present it as a bulk front, and then be like, we got like 30,000 people.
For example, Kathyr has used 0 math in his speech so far.
That's not true.
Okay.
Right.
You know, for no prep, I'm proud of you, Drew. That was pretty good.
Thank
that
you.
wasn't too
Thank you.
bad.
I appreciate
Other
that.
than that, I think
Yeah,
you
we're
did great.
goofing. We're goofing.
Thank you.
You-
Thank
you
you,
guys are
mysterious one, God above all, who seems to orchestrate things.
You guys are the mean friends where like your friend is like up and they're like getting ready to like nervously like sing a song that they wrote, and you guys are like, yeah, let's go, man.
What did we talk about the yelling DJ?
I even
That
backed
sounded
away.
alright.
I
Yeah,
am proud of you for remembering to back up.
backing away does help.
It was slightly
Does
better
help.
than if you had stayed put. Yes.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
So we ready to go
Yep.
do
Yep.
war?
We're ready to go.
We're
Let's-
doing that like right now.
Well, I think we need to meet up with like Vizen and
I mean,
like
yeah,
the rest of the
gotta
leaders.
get the boat all ready to go.
okay.
And
Yeah.
But yes, I believe we're heading out. As
At this point, you
soldiers
guys
are
do
running
hear-
around and
Yeah, you know, you
Get
do
ready.
hear because that you guys got up fairly early. It's like 7 a.m. So you guys do hear a man on horseback, or probably an elf on horseback, kind of charging through the rows of tents, yelling, "Prepare for war! Pack up and begin to get all your stuff ready." Basically,
Track takes his arm off of Edward. Oh, Jesus Christ, Mom, I'm tired. Oh,
Wow, my
God.
shoulder is tired. Your arm is like 20 pounds.
That was like 3 minutes of just holding my arm out straight. God.
you were resting it on something.
Oh, no. I'm
No, this
talking
is
I'm
Aaron
out
talking,
of
not Tarak.
character.
Yeah.
This is Aaron speaking.
No,
My arm is
I know,
tired.
I thought you were resting like on your fridge over
No.
there.
Aaron
But
commits
it's like
to the
10
bit.
feet away. Dude, it's just been out here for 3 minutes.
Aaron, do a backflip for the bit. Do the backflip.
Dog, I am 285 pounds, 6 foot tall, with knees like an 80-year-old man.
Roll an
bro.
acrobatics check.
He gets a
Okay.
natural 0.
Nat 0? What?
Let's do this.
So, you guys
Montage.
Right. go and pack up your tents, pack up your armor, don your armor in your various forms. Make sure you have all your things properly attuned to. Make sure you have all that type of stuff ready to go. All your spell slots, all your spells prepared.
Situated. Oh, God.
You guys
Well,
can-
Riniya's
God.
like,
You're
while
finding
Riniya's
me
packing everything up, she has pockets like tied to her front, like the little like baby carrier thing.
Nice.
It's
Maybe
a
you
papoose.
guys, I'm
It's
going to
called a
assume.
papoose.
Adorable.
I'm going to assume that you guys get more diamonds from the bag of holding.
We go
I
to
mean,
Y
can
level
can
12.
anyone even
Or-
cast resurrection anymore?
I mean, yes.
I mean, Catherine can still cast it.
I
You got like a
I can
probably
still
do.
cast
We can
it.
still
Edward's
cast
probably
it.
Edward needs it. Edward needs a
didn't
500
prepare it.
gold piece diamond.
Yeah.
So
we-
Riniya
Edward's
needs a 500
worth
gold
that
piece
much.
diamond.
Yeah.
Track
Kathyr
technically
I
could
should,
use a 500
I
gold piece
should
diamond.
update. Yeah, I should update everything.
Kathyr
Edward
doesn't need
eats
that.
500 gold piece diamonds for
Cather
breakfast.
can't
Do you know his
doesn't need
father?
one because he can't be revived again, most likely. You guys don't really know.
Guys, I can't grab my mouse.
A small
I-
loan for a 500 gold piece diamond.
It's so far away from where my hand
We're gonna
is.
assume that you guys have the diamonds.
Well, I mean, yes, we have. So.
Like-
so
No, I know you guys have them. I'm assuming that you get them to everybody.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
it.
no.
Right?
Yeah,
Sure,
we did that.
yeah.
We did that when we first got the diamonds.
Shout
Oh my
right,
God.
like a 500
Edward still
gold
has
piece.
his 500 gold diamond to revive him, and
Like a
Lydia
500 gold
and
piece
Riniya still
diamond in
has
this
a
Oh my God.
500 gold diamond to revive her.
Shine
Well,
bright
I'm
like a
touched.
feather
Tarak
dull.
and Kathyr don't have anything.
Shine bright
because-
like
I
a
don't
feather
know what the heck is going on. with this.
You are making my ADD go off right
Yeah.
now.
DM, while those
500
two
gold
are
piece daddy.
being...
While the children play.
I'm just
Are
gonna,
there,
just gonna
is
help
there,
this.
do we have access to more diamonds here at the camp?
Bro, in your bag of holding, you have like 70
We have
diamonds.
so many. Yeah, we have so much money.
No.
We're fine for this.
We got him.
And
We've
if
got the
not in the
diamonds.
bag of holding, in the pyramid, you have
the
a
pyramid.
million and one diamond.
In the pyramid,
yeah.
maybe.
And well, I'm sure the orcs grabbed it on the way out.
Well, the orcs are still in the
1,000
pyramid.
gold
Oh,
piece
then
daddy.
they're
they'll give it to
chilling.
us on the way out.
Bro, it's been like 20 minutes for them.
They've ransacked the whole place, though. You know, everything in there is.
I mean, yeah, they're chill. It's it's kind of hard to ransack gold at least, though. So it's like, it's not that bad. People are
As
just
coins
throwing
just, like,
it.
falling out. Yeah.
I mean, most of the coin was on the ship, in the vault.
No, it wasn't. No.
We
Like,
had to
picture
dump it
ship-
off. Remember?
Picture Treasure Planet, where it's like there's a massive mound
Oh,
and the ship
gosh.
is like on it.
Mark movie
Anyway.
reference or reference from DJ or whatever is off the bingo.
We're set.
Yes.
We do
All
it.
that
We
to say.
prepare everything that is necessary.
Hey, can
Great.
you cue the montage music?
No.
We don't have montage music.
Be a man, we must win. Oh, I can't sing that. Disney will get us.
Anyway, so you guys prep everything you need to. As you guys are making all these preparations, Tiala does come over to you, Edward.
Whoa, I forgot about Tiala.
Whistles.
Oh, hello. How are you doing with all of the events? You know,
I mean, this
Battle
is
and-
pretty on par for my occupation. I just wanted to come over. I'm probably not going to see you for a while, so I just wanted to say stay safe. And she like punches you on the shoulder,
Oh.
and don't die.
oh, okay. Yeah, I feel quite good about this. I think we'll manage it. And I hope
not
to see
worried
you
at all.
again.
I have yet to lose a battle, so
Wow. He's
What
never fought in
confidence.
war.
Well, I can tell you something. You're inspiring confidence in me for sure.
thank you.
I think you'll do very well. And I'll see you on the other side, okay?
Okay. And
Best of luck.
she like sits there for just.
He does the punch to the shoulder, but like not hard,
She's like,
awkwardly.
right. Like sits for like 1 or 2 seconds, just kind of like twiddling her thumbs. Okay, yeah.
I go over to Edward and I whisper.
As she's leaving.
No. Before she leaves.
excavate him
Like
from
as
the
she's like
situation.
twiddling her thumbs,
Mhm.
he's just like, this is your moment to kiss her, right?
Right.
Wait, did she hear that?
Of course she heard it.
Oh God!
Hey, that was your
And
moment.
he just goes, Kathyr.
Right. I'll see you after everything. She turns to
Yeah.
leave.
She's leaving. Track pops
Bye,
his head up.
But
Tiala.
now,
Did you kiss?
wait, did you do something
Kathyr,
wrong?
you
You guys did the
embarrassed
punchy
me.
thing. I learned that when you put your hand in a fist, it is not a good thing. It's not a good thing for the romantic part. I got fist bumped. You guys both did a punchy thing. Are you guys okay?
I don't
She's
know.
leaving.
I was just talking to her, and then Kathyr said,
We're
kiss.
yelling this
He
across
said
the
K
camp.
word. He said
Like
the
this,
K
like
word.
we're on the boat, just yelling down.
My life is
Hey,
over.
you two should kiss.
That was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
After that, Vizen does approach.
I'll
you, Kathyr.
miss you,
Oh, wonderful.
Tiala.
Hey,
You have everything ready?
Sorry.
Sorry, my friends are being
Chaotic.
yeah. Yes, I believe we have everything prepared. If we are ready
Fantastic.
when you are.
I believe the soldiers are just about prepared. I thought it might be good for Fate's Gambit as heroes of the realm to maybe give a speech. You could do it off the boat.
Right.
Kathyr's good at speeches.
I can
It's
I can
not, but
do that. Uh-huh.
or
You
I mean,
got this, Kathyr?
you as leader of Fate's Gambit, I could totally understand you doing this, or potentially Edward as hero to the refugees. Either way is fine with me.
I would be fine saying a few words as well.
Let him do it.
Tarak,
Who are
What?
you talking to?
Okay,
do you wanna
give us
have
one
like
second.
a
We
little,
the
like,
four of us all
speech
just
to each
huddle
other?
just
We
for a second.
Just like huddle and like Bison just like, oh. As you like bump them
Okay,
out.
now hold on.
We'll
hold
get
on.
back to you on this
Like
one.
Edward, do
Riniya.
you want to like say
Okay.
the whole speech or just a couple words?
I mean, I can go on for a while. I have quite a few words to say, but I also am fine with not saying words.
Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors.
Basically, I think it'd be fun
Do
if we
either
both
you two
said
want to say
something.
words, or do you guys care at all?
I was going to say some words
mean-
to Tarak, and then Tarak was going to say some words to me.
I'm probably gonna end up having to do a speech to the orcs in like 4 days, so like I'm gonna be all speeched out. Don't wanna
Okay,
lose the
right,
speech
okay,
juices
cool.
right
Okay.
now.
So-
I
I'll
want
say
to
some
talk
words to
my
myself
people.
then.
Okay.
I mean, we can do our own speeches
Okay,
to each
I mean,
other.
Edward.
Riniya.
I mean, we could tag team it a little bit, I guess. You know.
Yes, how
Like,
about
I
we
can,
just-
because I can sympathize.
We'll riff
with,
off
like,
each other,
all
right?
the elves, and then and you
Yeah,
can sympathize to like
forth.
the refugees.
Back and forth, baby.
I mean,
Just
no prep.
like
Let's just get in it. I
Yeah,
think that
love
you
it.
two have got it. Let's just yeet it and go.
this
Roll
is a test.
initiative.
This is a
Bison sticks his head
test.
in. That sounds great. We actually all
Bison, you're
told
not
them
in the
earlier, so
group.
we should-
I pushed Bison's face back.
This is a
Okay.
private
get out of
moment.
your Verizon wireless.
Okay. Yes. Let's go. The troops are waiting.
Whatever, I'm just Grand General of the whole army that's gonna save your
Yeah,
country.
yeah, whatever. We got all fade to figure out.
Grant, this is, I feel like, a test of our friendship,
Oh yeah.
of how
to see
well
how
the
this goes.
two of us can.
First
This is gonna be
exercise.
great.
Let's
Literally,
go.
you say a
You
phrase,
guys-
Edward says a phrase. You say a phrase, Edward says a phrase.
How about
okay?
you each say one word?
No.
Do that.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Okay.
No.
Just before the
Like an
speech
improv
happens,
practice.
I'll give you guys 10 seconds to get your thoughts in order.
Okay.
As you guys are approaching to get onto the boat, along with Bison, you all see Lotta. Lotta specifically approaches you, Riniya.
So, babe.
Hey, could I talk to you?
Yeah, sure.
She pulls you aside a little bit. So this is very weird because I don't know about you, but I somehow feel connected to you. And from what I have been told by friends and compadres, maybe we did know each other, and I don't know why or how or what happened, but maybe after all this is over, maybe you and I can have dinner sometime and just get to know each other a little bit. If you are interested, I don't want to, overstep on any boundaries, but if that's something that would interest you, I would love to get to know you.
Me?
You are the person I pulled aside
Right.
to have this conversation with.
Yeah. I just. Yeah. No. That'd be really nice.
Well, then don't die.
I'll do my. You don't either.
Well, I'm back here. I'm not fighting, so
Right. But you never know.
fair enough. Okay. It looks like your friends are going up, so I'll let you go.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
You guys
Scene.
go up your rope ladder, gangplank, however you guys get on the boat. The boat is resting ever so slightly above the ground. And so you're really only like 40 feet off the ground.
Just
Basically, whatever the
4
depth.
stories.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you're still pretty tall, high up there, but high enough that everyone in this camp can see. As you guys get onto the deck of the boat, it's very interesting because the tents for the 10,000 soldiers have all been broken down. And so, like, 7/8 of the camp has been broken down almost. And so it's significantly smaller. But the soldiers are all there, so there's still this massive crowd. You also have the refugee soldiers, the soldiers from Athala, who are also joining, which account for probably another 1,000 to 2,000 soldiers. And then you have all the people that are staying here that have moved further back away from the border as to not be on the front lines, who have shifted back over the last week or so, who are also here all listening. This crowd stands before you of well-worked leather armor, mismatched random bits of whatever they can find, along with shining plate mail from all of the, or half plate for most of them, from many of the soldiers, especially the elven soldiers. It almost creates like a glare as you guys like look down as the sun's rising. You guys step onto the boat, and you almost feel everyone's gaze shift to you guys.
Okay, so Grant. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
You shield the light from below.
Yeah.
now I can like start off because I feel like we should start like I more or
You're
less
saying we
address
should
the
start
elves.
strong, and you feel
Guys,
a bit
we
more
worked this out
inclined.
beforehand. Just do it.
go take it away, man. I'm literally planning on you say like a paragraph-ish. I say like a paragraph-ish. Dude, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Back and forth, baby.
Sure. Okay, cool. We'll just bring it. That's fine.
Edward starts doing vocal exercises like
Me,
red
mamu,
letter,
me, mamu,
yellow
me,
letter.
mamu, me, mamu.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They're both like
Now, DM
ma.
Yes.
Whatever else.
is the port side and or starboard side the side of the ship facing the crowd, or is it the
Yes.
front of the ship?
It's the port side.
Port side. Okay, I walk.
We're
over
doing like weird like motions, and everybody's like, "What are
Guys,
they doing?"
why am I nervous?
Cause you got this, man. Address the elves.
You're just addressing like 15,000 people.
Only. No big deal.
Light work.
It's fine.
IRL, we're
Kathyr's a
addressing
public
22,
speaker.
so that's a little less daunting.
Drew, the literal
it?
quietest one out of all of us.
Okay.
Speech.
I walk over
Tarak,
to the port
hyping
side
up
of the
crowd.
ship,
Uh-huh.
and
As you do, claps begin to form before this roar of cheering begins to hoot and holler as the crowd almost begins. It's weird because they don't like fall into a chant, but some of them begin like screaming like "Fate's Gambit! Heroes
That's
of
the
the
guy who
Dawn,
died!"
Kathyr!"
Drew, can you cut the music for this?
I
Make it
I
dramatic.
I
Please.
I have
Unless there's no going right now.
Grant, I haven't had music playing.
Oh, that's fine.
Because-
you know,
Why is there not
that's
music
fine.
playing?
That's
Because-
fine. It's fine.
Because
it's fine.
we've just been kind of going, and there's not a good music for the vibe.
It's fine. Well,
We're in
It's-
a weird mood right now.
Tarak
It's
would
like,
like
it's not
to.
suspenseful, but it's not like cheery. It's just kind of
yeah.
It's just kind of there.
That's good.
Tarak
That's
would
good.
like to let the cheers go for like inappropriate amount of time, and then do the real dramatic like hand up until
Yeah.
like a clenched fist kind of deal.
As soon as you clench your fist, this group of soldiers immediately shuts up.
I
Riniya
second.
goes,
Wait, Riniya starts running down the sides of the ship, making them do the wave. The roller coaster thing. Whoa!
What have I agreed to? Why? Why do I
we
encourage?
have so much power.
I say fates, you say Gambit, fates,
Gambit!
fates.
Gambit!
And now, a message from our sponsor.
The death gods.
Oh my goodness, you guys are the worst.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Trek. Today marks a monumental occasion for all of us. Never in my lifetime have I ever heard of such an occasion like this, where new forms of bonds and friendship would be formed in such a fashion. The process of retaking a homeland for a people displaced for the past several months from a force that we yet fully understand. And yet, looking upon all these brave faces, I see not one who has the courage to meet the end of this road.
Edward?
Sure, by all means.
Alright, and then Edward goes, people of Oclaron,
Ah!
this day we make history. We change the tides of the cosmos. Today, with our action and our courage, we will beat the odds against foes more powerful than ours. and we will win this day. Go, Kathyr, go.
There's a slight kind of roar.
People of Rivaluna,
A slight roar.
never have I been more proud to call myself one of you. For on this day, we show the true courage of elves and the bonds of loyalty to nations and to friends. Today,
Oh no,
worst.
the one guy.
Sorry.
And punches his shoulder. Oh, sorry.
Today marks a new history. Today marks a new era as Kathyr unsheathes his blade. And today we begin our march to retake freedom. Can I hear
That's
you?
a cue. That's a cue. Drek goes.
Ah!
Ah! The crowd roars ever so slightly as this happens.
Slightly. We're trying.
Not ever so slightly. I shouldn't say that. They roar loudly as you guys, almost like on cue, one of the skeleton crew members like shifts one of the levers, and you guys slowly begin pushing forward.
Oh, I also made sure that all the skeletons loaded the cannons with blanks, so they just all go off at once.
Everybody ducks.
The whole crowd is like, they do like the Wii characters when you like throw the bowling ball backwards.
Edward starts spamming minor illusion and just doing these tiny fireworks.
Wait, I want to do something. Hold on.
PM, if it matters.
With minor illusion, it's literally like a firecracker going off.
Yeah,
DM,
just in the air, all over.
If it does matter, I roll
Lydia just
I
kills
roll
Eldritch blasts just straight up in the sky.
a general charisma check. If you, I don't care. I don't know if you care.
yeah.
Maz doesn't boss me around. Get out of here.
I
Okay,
want to
that's-
do a
that's-
general charisma check.
I mean, I did one just for myself, really.
I'm
You guys
good
don't
at
need a
that.
charisma check. You crushed it. You did great.
Thank you.
I'm
Okay, cool.
good at
That's all I
it.
need
You
to
did
hear.
great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You guys slowly begin pulling
Wait,
forward.
Edward pulls off. What does he wear? Does he wear any jewelry?
Oh my
He
God.
tears off a small part of his white shirt and tosses it into the crowd.
What did you do that for? I can't
It's-
mend it if
It
you
just,
throw it off the
it
ship.
just gets carried away in the
Someone
wind.
catches it and they're like, "You dropped something. Do you want it back?"
Just
Look,
flying
they
away.
love it. Now it's a memento for them to remember. We gotta boost morale.
You guys are generals and leaders, not celebrities and rock stars.
This is a little weird. I don't. Okay.
Edward does. Never
Oh
mind.
my goodness, my back.
Am I
guys-
supposed to do that?
Let's just go
No.
fight a war.
Slowly
Right,
begin
whoa.
pulling forward, making your way towards
What
the river
is
that
it good for? Sorry.
slowly begin pulling towards the river that marks the borders between Ocleron and Vaxilum. As you approach, the barrier falls, the one held up by Malice. And for the first time in months, maybe even years, I don't remember exactly how long
Time
ago
is difficult.
Wobbly wobbly timey-wimey.
Citizens of Ocleron step back into their homeland. It's basically, since you guys beat the dragons, there haven't been soldiers or raids happening on the refugee camp. And so as you pull back into Ocleron, there is nobody waiting for you on the other side of the river.
That's
you
great.
guys,
We're winning.
you guys spend the next several days slowly making your way forward as your army marches behind you. The archers, the cavaliers, the knights, all of them slowly following behind as the Dead King's horde spearheads this march. Over the course of those 3 days, just to get it out of the way, is there anything you guys do?
Oh God, I win the war.
Yeah, I would like to kill the other two Archvey.
I'd like to kill Edward.
Grant just killed a bug.
I just killed a huge spider on my wall.
Nice.
It was horrible.
That happens in game.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Grant
Let me.
kills Lowell.
That
Let
was
me
Edward
think.
in his room. He's just
I-
like,
I
Ah,
love
Kathyr.
stalling,
Kathyr.
so I probably do something. Just give me a moment.
Don't
It's
let it
okay,
happen.
don't.
DJ, just move on.
It's okay. Okay, we're just gonna move on.
Skip it. Get out of
Alright.
here. We're here to fight this war.
What's
We've been here for an hour and a half.
What did I miss while I was focused on my anthropod friend?
Nothing. You didn't miss anything.
That's what you do to your
3
friends.
days
I
later,
was killing my enemy.
on the third day, you guys have been sending troops or scouts out ahead about a day or so that will report back. On the third day, you guys do get a report that on the other side of what is it?
Oh yeah, does Wednesday happen? Do I get to go on my date?
Oh my gosh.
Technically,
No war on
yes.
Wednesdays, TJ.
It's cute.
Nice.
Is
You guys
book
go on a
time?
date. We're not gonna.
Are you
we're not
looking
gonna-
through a
You guys
book?
kiss.
Okay.
Are you looking through a book, DJ? We need to.
Kind of. I'm looking through sticky notes.
This counts, right? Right, Lydia?
It's
Right,
the
Lydia?
most awkward date ever. Though.
Lydia, you're the
Because you-
determining factor if
What?
it's book time or not. Is it book time? He's looking through sticky notes.
No.
Ah, man.
Lydia, this is,
Wait, he's grabbing a book. Is that
this
a
is
book?
in my mind great.
Please
I'm
grab a
stalling
book.
while DJ does
It's a
stuff.
notebook.
So like Wednesday comes and then you just disappear and have like a nice like picnic. Just like I don't know, he takes you to some random plane of existence, just really great picnic. Then you come back and everyone's like, oh man, I've been eating nothing but gruel for the past 5 days.
No, Renata brings anything back.
The Omnia River, one of the rivers that flows through Oclaron. There is a bridge that passes it, and that's the main path to continue forward. On the far side of the Omnia River is where there are forces lying in wait for it.
So we have to cross the river to fight them.
This is it.
or
Yes.
are they positioned on the bridge or just past the bridge?
Is there a bridge?
There is a bridge. The bridge spans, the river is about 2 miles wide.
Oh, lovely.
Not
That's a
2 miles wide.
bridge.
Excuse me.
That's a thick bridge.
Sorry, not 2 miles wide.
That bridge is
Two-
built different.
2,000 feet is what I was,
Literally.
which is like
Edward
half a mile,
says,
roughly.
Edward says, I'll
Uh,
send the signal. And on the side of the ship that the enemies aren't on, he does a minor illusion of flashing, just a bright flashing, so that everybody knows that there are enemies ahead. This was planned.
Good
Okay.
work.
Great.
Everyone's just like, what is that?
My eyes.
Ah,
How would you guys like to go about this? You guys have potential to be in
God.
charge of units. You guys have, do you want to have
Oh.
Vaxilum
Wait,
being
DJ.
basically?
You don't have to go into detail on the rules, but it might be good to do a slight recap of the a bit of the system we're using maybe for listeners, like just like what's a unit maybe, but you don't have to go into numbers and stuff. Just kind of explain maybe how this will work. Would that be helpful?
Sure.
Can you?
I can. So basically the way that this works is this is going to be a lot of mass combat with a little bit of like individual combat. And so there are units, which is about 400 soldiers, roughly, give or take the size of the soldiers. Each of those units have what's called a battle rating, which is kind of similar to like their CR, except instead of the CR being like, hey, this is how difficult this creature is for a party of 4 to attack, the battle rating is basically almost like a contesting check between 2 units, where you'll have a roll plus the battle rating of whatever units are facing each other, and who, depending on what the rolls are, how close they are, and stuff like that, will determine how the number of casualties, if you win that battle, blah blah blah, so on and so forth.
And there are other
Uh,
modifiers, but that's all little things.
With basically, I just made it so there's even forces, number of troops on either side, which is roughly 10,000, which would be 25 units per se. And those units are of different things, whether that's knights, archers, cavaliers, foot soldiers, flying creatures, blah blah blah, depending on which side it's on. And so over the course of however long this campaign for Oclaron is, they'll face all 10,000 of those soldiers, along with obviously the 10,000 Oclaronian soldiers. What I'm asking my players currently right now is if they want to be in charge of a unit and have specific actions that those units do, or if they more want to do something along the lines of engaging in critical events where they act as their own unit, the 4 of them, that then can go out and do traditional combat with specific creatures.
Right.
Mm.
I guess, do the scouts know how many troops are positioned at the bridge?
or what type?
Or what type? What type
So
of bridge
you
is it?
guys
Is it a
go ahead
drawbridge?
and I want 2 of you to roll perception checks with
Me.
your modifiers.
I should not do that.
Do me.
I was
Okay,
super ready
so
to go
Lydia
grab a
Riniya
guy.
and I
Riniya
guess.
and Kathyr, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I have a +5 to my perception.
That's better
Okay.
than I've got.
Also, I
I got
think it's
to
worth
plus
saying,
8.
even if we do events based, if we
Yes.
target members in enemy units, we can affect their battle
Yeah.
rating, right?
You
So
didn't-
we can
100%.
weaken units.
DM, you didn't
as
say with
individuals, which
advantage,
is good.
did you?
Sure. Yeah, I said with advantage. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, good cover, good cover.
Good
That's,
job,
that's a
guys.
lot better. 21.
So what is it? 21?
26.
26. You guys know that there are, we'll say, 7 units in front of you.
Wow.
4 of them are, 5 of them are, what this army's foot soldiers would be.
Mhm.
One of them looks to be a field of massive flying creatures,
Oh,
and
Is it, how many
then
were foot soldiers? I
Five.
can't say words.
5 units.
5 units of foot soldiers, which would be about 2,000 soldiers.
Mhm.
We take them all
One
on.
unit of flyers.
A unit of flyers, and then a unit of ogres.
Oof.
Right.
Okay.
You
So
know
our-
that of the units, of the foot soldier units, there are. Well, let's see. Do these guys know what they are? Let's just do a quick check.
Now,
And how
DM,
wide was this
as
bridge?
As
Sorry.
a clarification, right? If, say, we wanted as a party to engage, just say like the ogres, we'd be facing like all like 100 ogres, right? Or like how would that work?
So like
Well,
the
typically, I would say if you guys are going to do like one-on-one combat, you're probably going to want to be facing the general of that unit.
yeah. So it'd
'Cause
be
there's
like a critical event could be they're trying to blow up the bridge and we need to stop it.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Something
I got,
along those
yeah.
lines. So
I
we
mean,
won't be
another-
fighting the whole army with
Yeah,
foot
but, so,
No.
soldiers.
but like so.
As much as I want to.
Well, I was just clarifying. Like anytime
Tracks
that, like
like
us as a
body,
party are trying to do
body.
something as like a single unit, it's more like we're taking out like the general. We're not like fighting a whole unit just ourselves.
Right.
Unless you
another
guys want to do
option-
that, you guys
Right.
could square up with 4,000.
Now hold on.
But
Let me check. Do any of us have the spell Meteor Storm?
I wish.
Well,
I do
that
wanna
was the
make it-
plan.
I do want to make a quick point. If us as characters want to do like an AOE or something to a number of a number of creatures in a unit, that will still take effect. There's like a metric where
yeah, that
let's
would
say
affect
I
the
down
battle rate.
let's say I down 10 people, which isn't going to happen. But let's say that happens. There are metrics so that the battle rating of that unit is
Yeah.
affected based on your character's decision. So
Yeah, the
the
BR
character
is a collection
turns-
of how many creatures are in the unit.
Yeah.
So if you decrease just the total number of creatures, the BR.
Yeah,
goes up.
casualties will decrease the BR,
so we
making it so
basically
that your
have free
soldiers could
reign.
have an easier
Yeah.
time taking out that unit entirely.
Do
Yep.
they have okay? And what kind of fortifications do they have on the bridge? Is it just like a wall or a barricade? Is
The
there a
bridge has
couple-
no fortifications on it.
Okay,
And
so
how wide is it?
so this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know if the ground units super matter to us at the moment. We don't really have a whole lot of people that can deal with the flyers,
I was gonna say we're the
but
only
we have a
people-
boat.
Yeah, we're the only people who can deal with flyers.
I think that we focus on like taking out the flying, like whatever is leading the flying units.
That's a good idea.
Let our archers take care of that. And then
Right.
once we get rid of the commander or whatever we need to do with the flying units, then we turn our focuses to what's going on the ground. We leave Vyzin to deal with the foot soldiers and,
Right,
and everything else.
DM,
As
Could
you
we-
guys
Then
are
we should
planning
probably
this,
focus on the
Vyzin being on the boat, probably engaging with this conversation. I think about a third of a unit of archers could also fit on the boat if we
I
wanted
was
to
just
have
gonna
some
ask
archers.
that. I was just gonna ask how many
Genius.
archers could fit on the boat.
That would be
Okay.
great.
You and I, one. So yeah, that would be probably about 120, 150 or so archers that you could have on the boat at one time, and that would help take care of many of these flying monstrosities. We'll say there's 3 scouts. 2 of them have been reporting all this. One of them hasn't said anything, being the one that was you guys from the other two. They told you that he's the one that was spying on whoever the Grand General of these units is.
Oh, lovely.
I sure
I
hope
make an
nothing bad
insight
has
check
happened
on
to
them?
Jacques.
No, he's here. He's just like in.
Can I make
He's
an
like
insight
so
check?
terrified that he
Ah.
can't speak.
Passive insight.
Okay.
Got him.
Cool.
So
Okay, I approach Jacques,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yes, I have named him.
Now, DM, technically speaking, I have an aura that makes it so people can't be afraid. Does that help Jacques? Does that help Jacques in this situation?
You approach, and like a demigod walking through a crowd. The archers coming around you, the soldiers getting on the boats, those all around, they all seem to like kind of stand up a little straighter as you walk through them. As the rest of you guys kind of get used to it after a while, but you're like looking through and you're realizing Kathyr almost has like a glow. There's almost like a shimmer coming off
His
of
white
him.
armor is glowing even more.
It's like when
As-
he just gets out of the
Blinding.
shower.
As you approach Jacques, he goes from basically literally like sitting on the corner of the boat, just kind of like literally like rocking back and forth, to kind of
I just
looking around and kind of just moving about, generally less terrified.
okay. I just kind of kneel down in front of him and say, "Are you all right?"
I am at the moment, but I fear we're all going to die.
What did you see?
Aside from the horrors that we face, leading them was something massive. A dark winged creature with a maw large enough to fit 4 of Tarak in it. Standing on it was
Great.
it was a skeleton. It was undead, but it had an aura to it of absolute despair, as if the very action of looking at it threw you into the deepest sorrows you could ever experience.
Thank you, soldier. You need not fear. We will take care of it. All right?
Right. Thank you.
I stand
As you
up.
walk away, you get 10 feet away from him, and he immediately starts going back to rocking back and forth.
Well, before I walk away, I stand up and I yell out, "Can I get a medic over here, please?"
Hi, I can do something. Hold on.
I need just like a soldier medic.
Yes, I know. Give me a moment, okay? You have your big, powerful speech. Let me comfort the poor guy.
I was just gonna have someone escort him off the ship and like away from the
We
battlefield.
just throw him
Tarak
off.
throws him off.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Just give me a moment, okay?
Oh, okay.
She squats down.
She's good. She's got this.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking to me.
Yeah, you. I was just throwing a fit with Kathyr about it. Anyway, do you have a favorite? Animal?
I mean, I guess back home, like, I used to raise goats.
Goats?
Yeah,
I hear
it's
goats
probably
actually
the goat.
pretty therapeutic. And while she's talking, she's like mentally telling Pockets to turn into a little goat.
Oh, pockets.
At this moment,
baby goat.
the door to the below deck busts open as Pockets totally like knocks down the door and then starts strutting as a goat
Oh yeah.
onto the deck.
Bah.
Wow, that is immensely convenient. Can I go pet it?
Absolutely.
He goes over and begins like scritching behind its ears, and Pockets is loving it. He doesn't get this much attention. People don't like him. He's so happy.
That was really good.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
Whew, I'm on fire
Um,
tonight.
We
I'm glad-
love emotional support familiars.
I'm glad that I got to see you before we all die. That makes me feel a little bit better, I guess.
You really think we're all gonna die?
I do.
Well, you wanna know something cool?
Yes.
The shiny guy, Kathyr,
Hmm.
he's died like 3 times.
Wow, that really sucks.
You wanna know me? I've died once. Edward's died once.
Hi.
And
This many.
Tarak's died, I think, twice
Good
now.
job, Tarak.
That's
Wait.
not the right number.
That's no. You.
Is it not?
Basically, so anyway, he's still working on the counting thing. Death isn't the end.
Roll a persuasion check.
Man, I'm so proud of Lydia right now and Riniya.
That's a dirty 20.
Playing about heartstrings right now.
No, maybe you're right. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And he gets up and he pulls his bow and starts getting ready. Can I stay on the boat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Riniya goes back and joins the others. She just gives him like a little pat and then heads back over.
Riniya and Edward start playing patty cake immediately.
Yeah.
No
Sorry,
conversation.
I rolled some dice and that's what came up.
What happened? Oh no, I'm super in, dog. This is the ideal.
This is
I
the
have-
ideal.
Look, to know your enemy
Edward.
is
To-
to
is
kill.
be
What did you
victorious?
say? I already
What'd she
forgot.
say?
To know your enemy is to find victory.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Edward.
Dog,
Riniya.
I'm so prepped. Question: are we gonna fight this person in the next 8 hours
Yes.
or 1 hour? How about the
yes.
next 1 hour?
Yes.
Is this
Completely
a
up to you.
hint to the whole next arc that we could just skip?
Can
this
Can we
episode?
assume that the flying person is the one
Is
commanding the
this the
flying
last
troops?
episode
or
of
no?
the paper
Yes.
dungeon?
Yes, you can make that
Okay.
assumption. So what I was gonna say before you guys start talking again, not that I'm upset that you
Don't worry, we'll get there, Kathyr.
The scouts reported that there were leading the foot soldiers are what look like black winged demons.
Ooh.
Get on that,
And then-
Riniya.
Oh, right.
5 of those. There seemed to be a orc that was not orc, excuse me, an ogre that was
Mutated.
it was mutated different. It was slightly bigger, stronger, less
He's really angry that we're in a swamp.
ogre, less ogreish, more human somehow.
Oh, that's fun.
Somewhat, yeah. He's just bigger, stronger, a little bit more cunning is what the Scotch
Them
reported
smart
specifically.
ogres.
Oh, a roger.
And then obviously the what you know to be the Gloomwing and Night Veil Spectre.
DM, to clarify, they basically just have foot soldiers and the winged soldiers.
They've got 5 foot soldiers, 1 group
One
of
field
ogres,
of
and 1
flyers.
flyer.
Yeah, no. But
But
out
so
of all their troops, they
walkers
have,
and
they
flyers,
have
yeah.
like a couple units that can fly, and and the rest are on ground.
Yes.
They don't have any ranged soldiers
We
as
shall
far as we can see.
own the skies.
So of the foot soldiers, it's not broken up like your guys's where there's archers and
Yeah.
knights.
It's just
These foot soldiers that they have, they describe them. They are very similar in stature to Prasius, where they're humanoid, gray-skinned, wearing robes. They're all completely shirtless.
Nice.
They have like
They're Spartans.
I mean, they're like slightly decaying.
Ooh,
nice.
Not
Even
nice.
hotter.
A little necromantic.
hate.
Necromantic.
Or like oh, you beat me to the punch. God dang it.
Wow, Riniya, that was so good.
Of
Uh,
course,
we're gonna get to this
gosh
combat.
dang
That was
demon
so good.
Gator is the one who beats me to the necromancy joke.
Some of them have bows, some of them have short swords. They're not wearing like golden masks. They're all just kind of like pale faced or gray faced. All of them are slightly taller than the average human. They have
Than your average beggar.
like slightly elongated ears that they're still like humanoid where they're rounded over, but they're like slightly longer, almost like elvish ears, but they don't come to a point. It's very interesting.
They're like dumb.
Most of them are bald. They're
Nice.
all
Love a good bald king.
Fairly tall, probably Goliath height is the height of them, but many of them aren't like jacked like Goliath. You know,
Not like
they're all of a somewhat
like emaciated, kind of like undead.
Yeah, they're just kind of like an average build, but it looks like they're obviously decaying. Is kind of what they look like.
I see. I see.
Love it. Okay.
Edward, go ahead and roll a history check for me.
All right. Oh, finally! I love history checks. I don't
Man,
have
that makes one of
advantage
us,
on
bud.
this one. So, that's gonna be an 11. I'm really good at this.
Well, never mind. You don't get the cool detail. Sorry.
Dang it! I was so excited. Can Edward try to think?
That's a good question.
Wait.
Um,
Wait. What prompted Edward for this history check?
The
Did he,
description of the foot soldiers.
Oh, well, Edward walks over to Verizon or whatever his name is and says,
I hate
the
all you
foot
guys.
soldiers. I feel like I recognize them, but I just can't remember what's going on there. Could
I
you
feel
help
like
me?
I recognize them too. Let's brainstorm about this.
Maybe we should
Have
ask Kathyr.
advantage. You guys are.
Oh, I
stupid.
have
Take your
advantage. Okay, sweet. Ooh, that is better. That's 15.
That's still not good enough. No.
What?
Ah,
Oh
loser.
my gosh. He just yells, "What is it about these foot soldiers?"
Are you done now,
No.
Edward?
Yeah.
When we're an hour
Vaxilum-
away from fighting, I'm gonna cast a spell. That's
Okay,
all that. I have to say.
Vaxilum begins preparing.
Wait.
Um,
Kathyr, were you going to talk to Edward? We totally breezed over that. I felt like you were going to talk to me.
Oh, well, after Vyzin gets off the ship and starts getting his troops ready, and like we are about to like get ready to take flight and get into battle, when everything starts, and he's speaking to the whole group. Edward and Riniya, stick close to Tarak. I will be at the helm, obviously, for at least the start of the battle, but stick close to him, all right?
Okay, and you stay safe too. Don't get too far away.
We'll try not
Wait,
to.
but remember the whole like spread out thing we kind of talked about?
To start off with, but
Okay.
given what that
'Cause he's-
scout, how that scout seems very terrified, it would not surprise me if there's some magical influence. So just try to keep each other strong, at least for the start of it, before we move around.
It's a great idea. In fact, Edward casts his bard thing. He casts Aid!
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Who does it
burns a
target?
level 2 spell slot. He'll cast it on... Oh,
You don't have
boy.
to cast it on me. I don't need it.
Kathyr, Edward, and Riniya, he casts it on. So,
Yay.
that's-
so
Alright.
we all
makes
get
sense.
5 extra max
Max
HP.
and you.
Hey,
heal them.
so I know we're going after the flyer ones.
Yeah.
And that's where the lead guy, scary lead guy that scared that guy is.
Mhm.
If we can get, I know we're obviously going after them, but if I can get close to them just for one round, I have a really like cool thing I can do. Then I'm just gonna be there, and then I can boogie on out, and then it'll keep doing cool stuff.
Sounds sick.
And then I'll be able to keep track of them too, so then they can't just disappear.
I'm sure our turn economy will allow this.
Oh right, cool. So if
We've
I
got a
stray
shot,
a
we've
little
got it.
bit, that's what, and then I'll zip on back. Okay.
Everybody,
Don't worry, we got you.
everybody,
Alright,
this is
cool.
our chance. Hands in the middle. Everybody, hands in the middle. Just
Wait,
do
we
it.
did this
Kathyr, do it.
before, and I still,
Yeah.
nobody ever explained it
We
to
count
me.
to 3 and say Fate's gambled.
Oh,
And then we throw
Fates,
our hands
Fates
up.
Gamblet.
Ready?
Fates,
3,
yeah,
2,
gobble.
2,
Fates-
1.
Fates
Fates
gobble,
give
Fates
giblets.
Woo! Doesn't that just
And
make
with
you
that,
ready for war?
we are going to go ahead and hop over to our break real quick. We'll be back in 10 or 15
We're
minutes.
doing
Come
great
back
I
to
see you,
you,
tonight, everybody.
Verizon.
More.
I see you, Verizon. Yeah, get amped.
That man's wireless.
I hate every single one of you. We'll be right back while I go and murder all of my players. I'll be right back. All right, we are back.
And I got my spicy hot Cheetos for the spicy
Spicy
episode. Are you ready to fight some sky demons?
Are you guys ready to get yeeted by a sky demon?
Oh yeah. Can I
Tarak's
at
about
least
to die
like
from
talk
fall
to it a little
damage.
bit?
No,
I mean, I speak demon.
If you
It's
hurry,
like
you can
not
get into
actually-
the pole.
it's not actually
gosh.
fiend.
Dang.
Where's
Um,
my Cheetos?
Oh, well, yeah, that ruins things.
That's
Yeah,
not
you
as
know,
fun.
Riniya's passive seduction aura only works on
Dang
women.
it.
So, as night begins to approach, the torches are lit. You guys notice that the opposing army seems, from your high vantage point, seems to be prepping, basically.
All right. Everyone ready?
I legit
Ready?
thought DJ froze for a second.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Well, that'd make a good song.
All right. Kathyr will approach the helm and begin to raise the ship.
Should we cue music for the first time this episode? Should we do it?
I'm waiting for initiative.
Okay, gotcha.
Track casts the spells when
Oh,
he does the
oh
fun
right.
stuff.
Kathyr, come here.
Yes. Yeah.
I know you're probably not gonna be the hugest fan of this, but keep pockets on you.
That's smart.
Okay.
He like latches him
smart.
on his back.
Papoose it.
Thanks.
Now pockets, help Kathyr. And then we'll
Like just wraps his arms around Catherine's neck.
now don't squeeze. Remember? That hurts people.
See, I was gonna make a joke that Kathyr flexes his neck and
Pockets just explodes.
Oh my
Pockets takes 7 points of damage and dies.
Kathyr is officially immune to chokers.
Now, okay. So pockets, you help Kathyr. Kathyr, protect pockets, please.
I will do my best. He is a 7 hit point small creature.
What's the hit
Fourth
Okay.
wall. It's gone.
A strange voice told
He
me.
blew it up with his neck muscles.
You guys,
Gross. That's so gross. He's got one thick neck.
as night quickly approaches, the battlefield, you guys watch as the sun sets over the distance, and slowly the battlefield goes dark. A few torches light as your army begins to create whatever sources of light they need. The opposing army does no such thing. Across the river, it is completely black.
Lovely. Love that.
Sorry. Except like I made it because she's demons and it's.
I don't think we heard you.
Don't worry. Then don't worry. Sorry. I
DM.
ruined the moment.
Now,
Sorry,
now
times
to
two.
clarify, DM, do we by happenstance have oil? Like lantern oil?
We gotta
Yes.
oil up before
Buckets of
we
it.
Okay.
Get slap that baby
Rolling
oil
up the
on, get
armor, the
glistening.
traps, the
You
shit's
guys
real
are the
good.
worst.
It's for intimidation.
Could we take some of our cannonballs and put some oil on them? That way, when we fire them off, they could be like small like
Slippery.
flames of lights in the battlefield that we can see our enemy better.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what the physics of that is, but yeah, sure.
I'm also unsure. I'm not going to
We got
question
I'm not gonna question it. It's kinda cool. I'm
That's
down, let's do
actually a
it.
Seems
cool
neat to
idea.
me.
Rule
I
of
really
cool.
didn't
Let's
think
do
it would
it.
be cool,
Okay.
but it was.
We're just dunking them in oil.
No, we're rubbing it on.
Like a
I'm
bowling
gonna
ball.
have-
Like shining a bowling ball, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Riniya and Kathyr make perception checks with disadvantage.
It's just
Disadvantage.
Vaseline, but it's flammable,
With
and we
disadvantage.
can't wash it off.
Yeah, so now our hands are
That's-
Does
also
the fact that we have
flammable.
dark vision matter?
No.
Okay.
Not at that distance.
I mean, your dark vision allows you to see 60 feet in front of you.
That's
So
just
you,
magical
Kathyr,
dark.
you can see the end of your boat.
I got a 14.
Okay.
17.
Ooh, cool. Ah, what ho?
Wow.
Warning wand
As-
has been cast at this point.
Okay. Is there anything that you guys do specifically? Any spells you cast before you enter combat?
Yeah,
Warning
that was
wand.
the spell. When I was
Okay.
like, when
Riniya
we're
did
going to be in
pockets,
combat.
anything like that?
Other than
Um,
aid on me, Kathyr, and Riniya, nothing else from me.
I would like. So we're getting ready to go in.
All right.
it.
Like time's going.
You're-
Okay.
you're
Then I'm casting
Describe the
mirror
sequence.
image on myself.
Cool. That's a good
Would
one.
you cast on yourself?
Mirror image. So
There's now
There's-
2 Renayas.
there's 3
There's
Rinayas.
the
Oh,
Three
ball.
that's
Renayas.
cool.
Excuse me.
Sure, why not? I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself. It's not going to last more than 1 round, but I'll cast it on myself.
Okay. Okay.
Grant, did you just Naruto hand sign?
Yeah,
What
you
was
know,
that?
I tried. I've never watched Naruto.
Not the
so-
time.
No.
We're fighting a war. We'll talk about this later.
They're like multiple.
You guys dunk your cannonballs in oil, aim them at the front, and you send 2 flaming cannonballs across the river. Trails of light emanating from them. As they slowly begin to light up the distance, the first thing you see is a massive winged creature as large as your ship. Larger than some of the dragons you faced.
And how large is our ship again? Very large.
Very large.
Okay.
Big boy.
Flapping and flying over the river, slowly close to you, just ever so slightly, lighting up its face and underside. Kind of looking like that. If that comes into focus.
Podcast listeners.
Yeah, we got it.
It's
There we go.
scary and creepy, and it's big, and there's a guy on its back with a staff that's on fire.
This massive creature, with the maw open, massive fang-like teeth in rows and rows and rows as thick saliva connects the teeth from lower jaw to upper.
Ew.
Is lit up from the sides of its face and then along its underside as these cannonballs go beneath it, slowly lighting up further down. Once they begin to aim towards the ground, you see that across the bridge are thousands of these grayish, tall soldiers rampaging across with the ogres intermixed, slowly making their way. As they get closer, they're probably half a mile away or so. As they begin getting closer, you can slowly hear the rumbling of the soldiers as the ground shakes beneath them. You guys begin pushing forward. I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Oh, it's time, baby.
Who's ready to blow
All
the first legit
65
roll of the
episodes.
night?
All
It's this
64
guy.
episodes prior to this, leading
Gosh.
to this moment. DJ turns,
Whoa.
not DJ. Edward turns and yells, "This is it! Prepare the lines!"
It's one guy.
What are we rolling?
Initiative. Literally the thing that he just said.
All
God.
of the hype for nothing. Okay, I'm ready. I got my
Alright,
initiative rolled.
I'm
Book time?
I'm ready. I'm just waiting for the
No,
countdown.
DJ's just prepping his initiative scene. We'll get a book time this episode. I believe.
You won't.
I don't think.
No, you won't, because you would, except for the fact that I printed off my stat blocks.
Quick,
Wow.
screenshot it.
Our
Ugh.
DM has leveled up. Our DM has leveled up.
I do this
Search through the VOD. Someone clip that.
anytime I have more than an hour of time to
Clip
prep.
it,
I'll
clip
usually
it.
do this.
Gosh, you're so cool. I love
No,
you
I'm
and your
not.
mustache and your hats.
Thanks. 25 to 20.
20.
Yes. Someone who didn't roll a single digit number.
Has this ever happened?
DM, just to clarify, do you want me to have a separate initiative for the ship?
Oh,
The
okay.
ship honestly won't be moving a whole lot.
Okay.
And if you guys remember, it takes one of your actions to launch the cannon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So-
guess
well-
before we can direct the ship as a free action, right? Basically.
Like we can
Kinda.
give a
Yeah,
command.
I mean, you can
Yeah, give a command.
you can give a command to the crew to repair or anything like that.
Right. Or
And
fire.
you can
or-
direct them to fire, which is I believe
I have
direct.
I have the details for like the cannons and stuff like that.
We'll get
Okay.
there. We'll cross that bridge when we get
I
there.
just wanted to clarify like how we did stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
if-
all
if
on
there's separate.
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on your turns.
Yeah. Okay.
25 or 20 to 15.
Oh, 16.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I'm second? That's not stellar, but we'll make it work.
Well, I'm not very fast, and Kathyr is Kathyr, so...
Right, and I'm the bard, so I can do more battlefield control, like debuffs and buffs, so maybe it's good
Yeah,
that
you
I
know,
know
the
it
spells that you
earlier.
have, right?
Yeah, my job.
1 second.
It's all good. Take your time, man.
So, Drew, on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you sitting initiative-wise? Because on a scale of 1 to 10, I look pretty strong.
On a scale
15,
of 1 to
10?
10, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm pretty good because I'm sitting at about a 9.
Oh, yo, same!
Which one of you has higher dex?
He does.
The one that isn't a negative.
Yeah,
And
the one
then-
that doesn't have a negative.
Pocket's got a 5.
Nice.
Good job, buddy. I'm so proud of
Gather,
him.
that means you're not last.
Woo.
But your effect is rubbing off on him.
So, Riniya,
He
Uh-huh.
took it for me.
where are you on the boat?
I am
Within 10 feet of me.
within 10 feet of Tarak, but also trying to be closer to Kathyr.
Between track.
Okay. All right. Well, here, before we enter into true combat, where is everybody? Kathyr's at the helm.
I'm at the helm.
Trek, where are you? Since the other two are sticking close to you.
I mean, we didn't know which way. Well, actually, it would have been coming from in front of us. So
Yeah,
I would have
the boat
positioned myself
is this
towards
way
the front of
and
the
the picture's
boat.
right here.
I want
Same.
Okay.
first
Excellent.
encounter to
Good,
be
good,
us
good.
rather than the rest
Good,
of
good, 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 good.
Yeah. So you guys.
So, it is
okay,
farther away from Kathyr.
Oh my gosh, Edward's
Kathyr's
holding
60 feet
Rinia's
away from
hand.
you guys.
Edward's holding Rinia's hand.
Okay.
She
I'm
needs
gonna
those to
need to
cast
do this to
spells.
cast spells.
I know, you can let go. I just
Okay.
thought it would be sweet and a good
Little
little
friendship
character art
squeeze.
moment where like Tarak's there, we're holding hands.
Little hands,
Kathyr's
please.
nowhere to be
Alright,
seen.
Don't die, please. Can I
Okay,
put myself like right in the middle between the two paladins?
Between the two paladins.
Yeah.
So that would put you 30 feet away from Tarak and 30 feet away from Kathyr,
Oh,
where you get no
gosh.
benefit from either of them.
That
Honestly,
big
stinks.
ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over to Kathyr.
That's fine.
That's fair.
This is
Okay.
acceptable.
yo, gosh dang, Tedward, we're on it.
So,
Tedward!
so Tarak and Edward are at the bow of the ship,
Yeah.
and Riniya and Kathyr are at the helm.
Correct.
As
Wait,
long-
wait, I'm sorry. I don't know ship parts. I want to be close to the enemy.
So
That
at
was
the
So
back.
you're
towards the
by
front.
us.
So you want to be
You're with
Okay,
us
then I'm
again.
going back to Tarak. Sorry, Kathyr. I got my directions confused.
As long as you're not farther than 60 feet away from me, that's what really matters.
Okay.
So
You're holding my hand again. Congrats.
Yeah.
basically, don't fall off the boat.
Okay.
That's Tarak's job.
Front of the boat is
One
the
oblong
bow.
shape.
There's the helm. There's no balls. Get out of here. And then over
Okay.
here, you can picture is the gloom.
Oh, that's a ship.
Okay.
I
Yes, it's a
freaking
boat.
hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, there is 3 Renayas right now.
Yeah.
And Cap-
Riniya,
and Edward
you
somehow
being
holding
on the bow of the boat, you're looking out in front of you. There's not like a magical darkness on the land or anything like that. So as the clouds part just a little bit, and the moonlight begins to show, out of the darkness, this massive flying creature with like almost like shadows kind of billowing and like pouring off of it. Its mouth big enough to swallow the front of your ship, it seems like.
Oh gosh.
Just almost appears out of the darkness in front of you. Behind its head, riding on its neck, you see this relatively large skeleton. Based on the size comparison, you would say that this skeleton is probably as large as one of the orcs, like big orcs. We're talking about like 9 to 10 feet tall. With this massive scythe in one hand, and it's holding on to appears almost like reins made strictly out of like shadow and smoke that like almost go into like the neck, it says, or it seems. What would you like to do?
How close is it?
60 feet.
Yes! I'm going to mind spike the skeleton-y thing.
Okay.
So that you gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh wait, do we have music now? Do we have battle music?
Yes, I have had
Yes!
music playing.
I'm
since
so
the next
happy.
ship was rolled.
I'm so
18.
happy.
Dang it! It still takes half damage.
Okay.
Gosh, dang it! I'm 17. I was so close. Oh, I'm so mad. Okay, but that's yeah, 5 psychic damage. Take that. That's all.
DJ, if you look up and you say that it's immune to psychic damage, I'm gonna stab you in the neck.
I won't say it then.
God dang it, DJ.
Does it
Stop making things that are immune to everything Lydia does.
Oh, this is bad.
Have any sort of
Does it have any effect on them?
Just roll a quick perception check just to see, because you're looking at him. This doesn't cost
Bruh, my passive perception is 23.
Okay, cool,
Ooh.
good enough. It looks like he like twinges a little bit.
Okay, well
Ooh,
it was
well-
5 points of damage, so
Hey,
Okay.
yeah, a little twinge. That's up to par.
wow,
yeah.
I'm
It
really
winces.
not the best start for all
Hey,
this.
hey, that was your warm up.
You did really well.
Right.
You hit it
You-
already.
I was really excited about that too. Okay,
You reach out.
Kathyr yells out, "First blood!"
thanks, Kathyr.
The crowd cheers from below, and then they scream in horror and pain. They're,
You guys
they're in pain.
watch as this creature is like slowly making its way towards you. Whatever its rider is like does slowly like kind of twinge a little bit, almost as if it's been like almost like punched in the head. It's kind of what it feels like. Would you like to do anything with the bonus action? Anything like that?
I don't think I
You
can.
can give a command to the ship.
I'll give a command to the ship.
Okay.
Such as.
What are the commands I can give
You
the
can
ship?
either
Andrew, give a quick recap of everything that the ship does and how it works.
Yeah, Mr. Captain.
I'm
E,
gonna
Big
launch a
E,
cannon thingy.
Okay,
Big
yes.
E,
So
Captain
specifically,
Ebenthar.
we have the actions dodge, fire, which we can do twice in a round, repair and reload. Okay.
Fire.
And the thing.
Oh, we
and we
loaded.
have 2 ballistas and 4 cannons, basically.
I want to fire one thing.
What thing do you wish to fire?
I don't know. Pick. You're better at the ship thing than me.
Okay.
Cannon or ballista?
Cannon.
Cannon.
That's okay. So now,
Drew, I will let you know. The 2 ballista are at the front, and the 4 cannons are on the sides. The
Okay,
2
then-
Oh, yes,
front
yes.
cannons,
I'll
the
go
2 front
ballista.
cannons can be angled to the point where they could shoot semi-forward
I'll do
and
the
might miss the
ballista.
boom
That'll make
shelter.
it easier.
The back
I
can-
always pick the wrong
cannot.
one. I will do ballista then.
Yes.
okay. Now and DM, just to clarify, so what is our crew quality? Is that still +6?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So Lydia,
Keep it simple.
you will roll a d20 and
Okay.
add 6. To see if you hit.
20, add 6. That is a 21.
And just to clarify what I mean, you have your
Okay,
2
nice.
ballista up front.
It's got barbs.
You have your 4 cannons. These 2 cannons can be angled to kind of shoot at this angle.
Yeah, kind of
Gotcha.
forward.
It
Yeah.
can't be shot straight forward, and these 2 cannons can kind of
be
go at like
back.
this angle, or they can go back.
Okay.
They can't go straight forward.
21 to hit.
21 to hit. What are you aiming at?
Those floaty thingy flying towards us.
Mount
Okay,
or the
that'll hit.
skeleton?
I'm kind of mad my thingy didn't work on the skeleton, so I'm gonna aim for the skeleton.
Okay. I will say
TJ.
because he's a small dude on a big
Okay,
guy.
then never
and he-
mind. We'll do the big
Oh,
guy.
No, I'm just
No,
gonna.
no, no, no. My choice is always wrong. Let's do the big guy.
I was gonna
DM
give it to you. I
problems.
was just gonna up his AC a little bit because he's gonna have some
Nope,
cover.
let's just shoot the big guy.
Okay,
I think
big
shooting
guy. You
if
still
we
hit.
get rid of the big guy, the small
Cool.
guy's
know
gone.
what
do
we
I
gotta
roll?
do. King Laxton,
So, okay,
more
so,
than me.
you hit, so that is 4d10 piercing damage.
4d10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta roll it. And that's a,
Roll.
it's a,
roll.
10,
The
4, a 4, a 2, and a 3. So, math. It's, oh, crap.
You say 4, 4, 2, 3.
23.
23.
Yes.
That's really
Um,
good.
Nice.
Thanks.
It's really good.
You notice from the cannons, which are not magical, or the ballistas, which are not magical, you don't. It doesn't seem quite as effective. It still does some damage, but it's not quite as effective as you were hoping.
Fair.
It's got a lot of resistances.
Yeah.
We're used to that.
Fine. But yeah, we're fighting them high tier
I'm a
stuff.
little rusty right now. I really shouldn't have gone first.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
good.
the roll of the dice.
Starting off strong.
No,
Anything else? No
no.
action, bonus action, any movement?
Nope.
Okay. As you go out, you cast this mind spike and you release one of these ballistas at the Gloomwing. The rider, as it begins to pull around to the port side, looks specifically at you, Riniya.
No.
Which
I'm
one?
not happy that you attacked it. What do I need to roll a perception check? Do I need to do something to be able to attack you? How does that work?
You go to attack,
Uh-huh.
and then if it hits, then I roll to try to get it to hit the. I think if it hits, then
Yeah.
I roll, or do I do it?
So yeah,
Before.
so basically, DJ, you roll to do an attack roll. If it's high enough to hit her AC, then Lydia can roll a d20. At first, if it's 11, if she rolls like an 11 or higher, it hits one of the clones
50%.
and gets rid of one of the clones. The second
Uh-huh,
time, if she rolls like a 15 or higher, it hits the other clone.
6
Okay.
or higher with 3.
I've got the
8 or
numbers for
higher
that
with
part. You
2.
just you
And
just do
this
the
is with
thing.
attack rolls?
Yeah, so you just roll to attack, and then
Okay, great. I need Edward, Tarak, and Riniya to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Is it for fear?
No.
Hold on, I'm removing a bot.
And you're more than, well, I guess Tarak
Tarak has the
Tarak.
same aura. Yeah.
has the same thing, yeah.
Oh, thanks, Maz. Oh, Maz did its job. What am I rolling? I'm so sorry.
heck yeah.
We
So
have
wisdom
moderators
save?
for a reason,
Our
just
new
relax.
our new mods did their job. A wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
Oh, my favorite. 11.
Okay.
It's not.
That's not enough, is
Lydia,
it?
you also gain an additional +1 from the bond, so
Nice.
It's not. It's
that'll
not.
be a dirty 20 for me.
It's not
Okay.
charm, is it, DM?
No, relax.
I'm just asking because if it was a charm, then they have advantage.
Yes.
28.
Okay. You watch as he cracks his head over to stare at the front of this boat, and you feel this almost like sickening aura begins to like emanate over you. Tarak, you are able to resist it along with you, Riniya, kind of letting it pass and almost like swallowing. Edward, you look out and almost like
gosh.
make supposed eye contact with this, eyeless figure.
Edward smiles at first.
You
Not
smile,
really. He grimaces, I guess.
and then you are locked in as you are stunned at the front of the
That's
boat.
not good.
Ooh,
That's
I
bad.
can't help but stunned.
That's not a good one.
Yeah, that's his turn. Now for the Gloom Wings. It comes up as it does a flyby, and it's going to try and get one of the ballistas. Drew, what's the AC?
That's not fun. Don't break our boats.
AC
Don't break the boat.
is 15.
He touched the button.
Maybe. No, not quite. All right, second attack. That's a natural 20 on the
Oh
ballista.
Oof. Now, which ballista
Sorry.
is he
At
hitting?
least it's a ballista, not one of us.
Port side ballista.
Oh, okay. Was that the one that got fired?
No,
Okay.
So nervous.
no.
This is
So
not
your,
It's the
your
one that
starboard
actually
side
faces
ballista
the
It's
enemy.
because
fired.
your image is flipped. Okay, that's why.
The port side is the left side. So looking
yeah,
forward.
I know. But on our screen, you were pointing at the right side, which is why I was confused.
Yeah, no, port side.
Yeah.
4 letters, port, left, 4 letters. That's how I remember it. So I'm
Like
doing damage.
fork. The fork goes on the left side when you're sitting dinner because that was 4 letters. Do you know that?
That was with the claw, so 3d6, so 18.
Spoon and
plus-
knife are both on the right side because they both have 5 letters.
Welcome to the Paper Dungeon. We are an educational stream,
28.
Edward knows this from his childhood.
so you're
Takes,
still in character too.
that ballista takes 35 damage.
Okay.
That's
It's still
That's a
standing.
lot of damage.
It then pulls off. Let's see, how far can this thing go? 60 feet. It then backs off and begins curling back around. So staying about 60 feet away from you guys as it comes back around.
I just realized this thing is acting an awful lot like the Ender Dragon. I'm just saying.
Speaking of Edward, it is your turn. At the end of
I'm
your turn,
stunned.
you can roll a save.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll another wisdom saving throw.
All right, guys. I'm gonna need you all to do something. All you need to go. Oh, let's go. I don't know. Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
All right, and guess what the roll is?
What?
1.
It's a nat 1.
Oh,
Legitimately, it's a nat 1. I
Wow.
feel so bad.
Hey, Grant.
Edward is enticed. He's enticed.
Hey, Grant.
Yeah.
Can you this is just a personal request. Can you just do better?
Yeah. Anything for you, buddy. Anything for
You,
Like
Edward, you try
I'll
to
work
break
on
hold
it.
of this, but as this Gloomwing comes back around, you are still just locked in this. Yeah, exactly. You're like trying to get out, but you can't quite. That will be the end of your turn, unfortunately. Tarak,
Okay.
you see Edward convulsing as he's trying to unfreeze, his eyes like bugging out.
You know those memes where the guy is like all tensed up and red, and there's like veins and like sweat. That's what Edward looks like.
That's Edward.
Do I think that this is like a spell, or is this like in a like just a thing that happens around this guy?
Oh, Edward, I'm sorry. You take 22 psychic damage, by the way.
Hey.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, no, that's bad.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, just you.
So you hear him go, oh.
You roll a medicine check.
Me?
I'm
Oh,
moderately okay with those. Natural 20, totaling
Good.
up to 24.
Okay, yeah, you're looking over at him, and you can tell this is there's nothing physical. There's no lacerations. There's no bruise. There's nothing physical on his body that is causing him. So you can make the natural deduction that this creature somehow attacked the brain.
So could a dispel magic get rid of it?
No.
This is my question.
No.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say, hey, bud, just get it together. Like, bro. Like, come on. I don't really have a whole lot that I can do right now. I don't do. Oh, wait, hold on. You said he was within 60. Well, it's 120 foot range. I'm gonna straight up pull out the circle of blasty and just start just launching beams of light at him.
Yes.
I forgot I had that magic item.
Beams of light.
That's 3 rays of fire with a range of 120 feet.
Nice.
I'm just gonna try to do that.
What are you trying to hit?
I'm gonna, I'm aiming for the big thing.
Okay.
Cause like I'm not very good at this.
I'm gonna give him half cover, just so you know.
You're gonna give the big flying thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said the specter.
No, I'm the big thick boy.
Yeah, no, never mind.
Thickums.
All right,
Thickums.
3 rays of fire.
That's his name. That's the Gloomwing's name.
Here
is
comes
Thickums.
the magic
Thickums.
dragon.
I'm pretty sure that's a miss. Does a 15 hit? It's pretty thick.
Come on, please,
No.
CJ.
Okay.
Dang it.
Bolt 2. It's moving.
Yeah.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
And how about still not great. How about a 16? Does a 16 hit the big thick?
16 is his AC.
I'm very excited about this. So that'll be 4d6 damage. That'll be 10, 18. That'll be 18 fire damage.
From
Ah.
from both attacks.
No total. They only do 2d6 damage.
What did you say?
Um,
16?
18.
Good thing it's
18
vulnerable
fire
to fire
damage.
damage, right?
Yeah,
I should double check it.
you-
It's fire. Yeah, it's fire.
Bring out your circle of blasting and almost Iron Man style, just as these bolts go barreling in. And it's not hard to hit it. This thing has a wingspan of like 120
It's a
feet.
thick boy.
It's a thickum
Thickums.
boy. And so
Pretty
as
large
it is
winged creature.
arcing back around, you just light it up. And these, it's funny because as these bolts are coming off your fist, they're like a decent size. They're kind of like a football-sized bolt is kind of what the like ball of fire is. And they launch out. They go their 60 feet, and they actually like stay on the Gloomstalker, and they look like little like matches, like the equivalent of like
Yeah.
a match size on its wings as it just sticks, and it has no reaction at all.
Exactly as intended. I don't have any bonus actions on my person.
You have a ship.
I
You
do
like
have a
ballista.
boat. I will tell it to take the dodge action.
Okay.
That is what I will do.
Okay, good.
That seems
Good. Fair.
Other people can do attack stuff. They'll be fine.
Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. As this gloom wing comes arcing around the front of the boat, Kathyr, you are 120 feet away from it because you're 60 feet back on the boat and it's 60 feet in front of the boat. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so just to clarify,
Kathyr, master of range.
is it still in front of us? Or
So
to
it is
either-
coming around in front of you guys. Yeah.
around in front of us. So yes.
Yeah. So it kind of swooped in on the port side and then arced around and is now arcing back in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So I can't hit it with one of the cannons. That is what I need to know.
The cannon that the cannon that got attacked is there a hit point thing that determines its functionality?
No.
Okay, then until it's broken, it's functional.
Right. Well, yeah, I know.
So that one can still be shot, or you could reload the other one.
Yes, with the ballista. I was wondering if one of the side cannons could be angled to hit it.
Yeah, I would say that the port side front cannon could be angled at this point. I would say it's still in that range.
Okay, great. I will command them to fire that cannon as bonus action.
Yeah. With it being arced and at the very end of its range, I'll say no.
I mean, the cannons have a range of 800 feet.
Yeah, but in their arc of path.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just gonna say maybe because it's on the very edge of what its potential range could be of degrees, angle degrees. I was potentially gonna impose disadvantage, but I don't think I want to do that. So.
Thanks, DM.
Yeah,
I
you
appreciate
have
that.
You're welcome.
I'm good. It's a lot of angle talk right now.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't listening to any of that.
That's a 23.
Lydia, are you cold?
What?
Are you cold?
Yeah.
Well, then you should go stand in the
I
corner
have
because
a,
it's
I have
always
a ghost
degrees.
blanket. It's all good.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, it's to go stand in the corner because it's always 90 degrees.
That's a 23 to hit.
Was that an angle joke?
It's a right angle.
Yes.
I thought
I'm
you
sorry,
were
Drew.
talking about me shaking. I thought you were actually genuinely concerned about my well-being.
Have you
No, I don't
met
care about
him?
you. Just kidding. I love you. I'm sorry.
Ouch. God, that was hard even for this show. Jeez.
Drew, what was it?
A 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Good. Now, would it probably be smarter to try to take down the guy on top? Maybe. It's a lot easier to hit the thickum? Yes. And I like hitting things. Makes me feel like I'm succeeding even if I'm not.
Do we want to take down the thickums? Yes. Yes, Maz. If Grant isn't back by his turn, you can do it for him.
Did I miss anything important? I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I
Jack called me
roasted
out.
Lydia.
He
Okay,
really
so what's
didn't.
new?
He just said he didn't care about me.
Oh,
That's a fat roast.
well,
Roasting
we
is that
care about you.
corner.
Oh, Drew's doing
That
math. I
is
see.
46,
So I didn't miss much.
46 points of damage, DM.
Okay.
Reduced to 23, I guess, because it takes half damage. Man, that was really good on damage rolls. Jeez Louise.
Man, what's that?
What's that like?
Use your bonus
Let's
action
get this
to
thing.
fire.
Yep, and then I will
You throw your lightning
grab.
jab?
I'll grab my well, not actually. He's not actually my first mate because my first mate is Riniya, but I will grab one of the elven soldiers and tell him, "Here, take the wheel," and I will move
okay,
to the center.
Never
NPC,
done this
take the
before.
wheel.
Okay. As he's holding the wheel, all the levers. It's like sticking a guy on a plane in a cockpit.
I would have trained someone to be able to fly the ship.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm not just grabbing some random guy.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I got this.
This guy's
is what
dying.
we train
This
for,
lever do again?
Daryl. This is what we train for.
And then I will move closer to the center of the ship.
Okay. Yep. So
Actually, no. Actually, closer to the starboard side because it's swooping around onto that side, right?
Okay.
And then I will,
Did you know that the middle of the ship is called high?
And then I will
Hi.
hold my action
Okay.
to make a melee attack if it comes into range
On the starboard side.
on the starboard side.
Yep.
Get wrecked. It's gonna go to the other side now that it sees you there.
Well,
Oh,
okay,
it goes back around to the
fair,
port side.
it's literally like in front of us, swooping around towards the starboard side. So
It's gonna do the like
you're not bad.
transformer things where the wings flip reverse and it just goes immediately the opposite direction.
Okay. Would you like? So that's your action. You're holding your action.
Yep.
You use your bonus action.
Yep.
You use your movement.
Yep.
Anything else that you can or want to do on your turn?
nope.
All right.
Here's what I want to do on my turn, DJ. I want to kill dragon,
There's not a dragon here, so
kill
okay.
Gloomstalker.
Also not a Gloomstalker, but you're getting
keep
close.
calling it
enough.
Gloomstalker.
Ship.
No, it's a
is,
Gloomwing.
Ship is spelled S-H-I-P. The middle of that is H-I.
I thought you were saying snip, and I'm like, what does that have to do with anything?
We're in the middle of death, guys.
DJ, are we at the top of the round now?
No, it's Pocket's
no,
turn.
It's Pocket's
Oh,
turn.
Pockets. We couldn't forget Pockets.
Pockets is gonna take the help action for Kathyr.
Also, the chat is blowing up and Lydia's standing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Kathyr, as you're getting ready, Pockets reaches around and starts sharpening your sword.
Nice, Pocket.
Little mini masseuse.
Yeah, just loosening up the muscles.
This will bring us back up to Riniya's turn. Riniya,
Okay.
you got.
At the end of each round, could we get an update on the ground happenings?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Or wait, isn't each
everyone's
round every
dying.
1 minute or something?
So for the
this
mass
is more
combat,
interesting.
each round is 1 minute. Yes.
This
yeah.
is more interesting
Doing
now.
10
Let's hear it.
rounds.
But we'll do it. It'll be interesting. We'll just pretend that time doesn't exist during
This
combat.
is a story.
At this point, as Kathyr, you're looking down over the rail, you see that Vyzin has sent out the cavalry first to kind of spearhead through the forces that are oncoming.
Sure.
And so they're just now getting to that point where they are cutting through, and it seems like they're doing pretty well. And then archers are waiting for the cavalry to kind of split off and get out of the way for them to go in and launch their arrows without taking any friendly fire.
Good for them.
They're doing great.
Good.
Yeah, we're making progress.
Riniya.
I am going to cast Beacon of Hope. Can I move to get everybody within 30 feet of me?
If you go to the center of the boat, then everybody would be within 30 feet of you. Well, actually, now that Cathyr's moved forward 30 feet, you only have to go 15 feet back.
Okay, so then I'll use my bonus action to. Can I fire the ballista again? Is that a thing I can do?
So both ballistas have been fired. They need
Okay, then I'll reload.
No. One ballista has been fired. One cannon has been fired.
one cannon. Okay, Drew, I'm just gonna put you in charge of that.
Great.
Okay.
Already
You
on
can keep
it.
track of all that.
Already on it.
I will fire the other ballista
Great.
at it. Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do?
As bonus action, you can give a command to fire the ballista. Go for it.
Okay. Pew!
And also, real quick, is your mirror image and beacon of hope are either of those or both of those concentration spells?
Mirror image is not, but it only lasts a minute. I'm keeping track of the rounds.
Okay.
Beacon of hope is concentration, and it'll last up to a minute.
Well done.
I rolled a
knows
13.
how to
I
play
add
this game.
6.
Yes.
So that's a 19. to
That'll hit. I'm assuming you're going
Oh my God.
for thickums.
Going for thickums.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
Yeah.
And then that
40-10.
was 40-10. Wow.
So, my headcanon is that the guy riding Thickums has like 40 health. Thickums has a health pool of 1,000. And we'll never know because we're only going to hit Thickums.
Thank you, Maz, for the hydrate.
I mean, it's not water, it's milk, but like,
Ew.
Oh God, that was horrible.
I hated that.
That
That
the
was
worst.
worse because it was milk.
How did that noise sound milky?
Okay,
I've never
that's-
heard a milky noise before, but that was what that was.
That's 22 damage. And then I'm going to get myself middled to do Beacon of Hope. So all of you guys for the duration, you have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and you will regain maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Nice.
That's great for Edward.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
missed some of that. So,
wait, so Edward needs to know
Okay.
what happens to him again?
You get advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death
Okay.
saving throws.
that's really good.
And then anytime you get healed, you're going to get the max healing that you can
So
get.
instead of rolling dice, just take the biggest number on the die.
And that's for everybody.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
you
That
heal,
works for
if
your
you heal
second
Including
with 8,
what?
you
That's
just get
really
16.
good.
It's a
Thank
good
you so
spell.
much. Thank you so much for repeating that for me. I really
You are
appreciate
very
it.
welcome. Okay, I gotta write down the last minute.
I feel like
okay.
we have a lot of positive energy
1 minute
tonight
concentration.
in chat and on screen. It's just great. We should try this more.
I say,
I'm having a
you say
great
that as I
time.
literally just said I hate Lydia, which is not true. I would like to make that clear. I
It
love
is
Lydia.
true.
Preface. We're
Lydia, what
in
happens-
combat.
I'm just kidding. Renata, speaking of hope. I'm sorry. Renata, speaking of hope, that will take us to, and you launched a thing.
Yeah.
I already did that. That will take us to the Night Vale's turn.
Chase. That's what I imagine this guy's name is before he became a skeleton.
Jason Thickums.
Chase and Thickums, the dangerous duo.
There better be like a lore book hidden in this world about them.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He didn't want to be a skeleton.
Well, since he doesn't have to get close to you guys again, he's gonna do his mind twist again. As he's barreling around,
I'd really
Kathyr,
prefer
you
he
move
didn't.
30 feet forward. I think that would get all of you.
Fair.
If he could not do that, that would be.
I mean, theoretically speaking, if Lydia can get us in a 30-foot radius, he could get us in a 30-foot radius.
That's
No,
fair.
I'm in the middle.
That's a great point. Yeah, she
Yeah,
is.
Aaron,
that means
remind
he
me,
just
it's a
aims it
60-foot
on- That just means he aims it on the middle.
It's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah,
That's
that'll
totally gonna get all of us.
Yeah, I just
Yes.
I apparently don't understand sometimes how the different range
Oh,
shapes.
well, let me tell you,
work.
cones are
See,
freaky
you get
because
angles,
they
you
go
don't
the same
have the-
distance.
They're
Got it.
so
They're
in the
weird.
cone, we're basically.
They're like
ice cream.
the length is 60 feet, and also the
so
like
in the cone, we're
width-
basically
Is
ice
Yeah.
cream.
Is
Is that what you
the
just
end?
said?
cone
Yeah.
is
No.
also 60 feet.
Well,
Whoa,
except that the
that's-
point. Well, the point though, the origin point isn't. It's
No.
by the end of it.
It's
it
the
is
end
also
of it.
60.
Nobody
hits 60
cares.
feet.
We're all getting
You
hurt.
know, so in a
I
side
need
Simply
all of
triangle.
you to roll a
If
wisdom
you take the
saving
angles,
throw.
Remember, you
60,
have
70,
advantage.
30,
Advantage.
Edward,
Edward just still sucks.
Aaron, if he's
Edward
already
just gets
affected by
hurt.
this,
Immediately.
Oh, thank
How does
goodness
that
for
work?
advantage.
Yeah, do I still roll a
Is
save
there
if I-
is there an immediate effect? Like, is it a fail and take damage?
yes.
In that case, yes, he would have to make another one. If it's just
Okay.
like you're paralyzed and then on the start of your turn, I wouldn't have him have to make one because it's going to happen anyway. But since there
Right.
is an immediate damaging effect, yes.
So I get to roll right now?
Yes, Grant, roll with
Yes.
advantage.
Woo! With advantage even.
And you get an additional +3 because of track. Riniya probably doesn't actually get the +3 on this
And
one.
this is a con save?
Riniya would not know.
Yeah,
she's
because you're
15
But I
15
still
feet
have
away
to-
from me.
15
Do I
feet
still have
away.
the +1?
You still have the +1,
Okay.
but not
Is
the
this a
additional
con
+3.
save?
It's a
It's
wisdom.
a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom!
Grant,
It's wisdom
Well, I got a 12.
can we tell? Okay,
with advantage.
Yes.
Dude,
And
I rolled a
+3.
nat 1 and an 8. And then plus
Grant,
3 is 11. Plus
Look
1
at your
wisdom.
die. Is this a D12?
No. It's a D20.
So Edward got a 12. Riniya,
Wait,
I
am
got another 27.
okay, or Tarak.
I got like a 20, like a billion. It's 18 plus 7.
You really
No,
threw me
28,
for a
sorry.
loop there.
Doesn't matter.
Aaron, with
I
that question.
18 plus 8 is 26.
Yeah, we're doing great.
What's
God dang, Edward needs to.
I got
Deal with
listen,
some crap.
I just got distracted.
5,
Like immediately.
1, 2.
You're looking over the edge and you're like,
Four.
I can see Tiala down there.
She's the one we didn't
Oh,
cover.
God. This is exactly why I didn't want you talking to that girl.
19.
It's not
Edward, you
Tiala's
take 19
fault.
points of psychic damage.
Only 9?
19.
19.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I asked.
I feel like someone's gonna need to heal Edward soon.
I'm on
You're
it.
Stunned.
At least I get max heals.
Still stunned.
Thanks for not.
That'll
If
take
you
us,
hit one more stun, you just instantly die, as far as I'm concerned.
that'll take us to the
It's
Gloomwing.
okay, you get advantage on
I'm gonna go ahead and attack
the.
the other ballista, the one that's already been fired.
It has disadvantage because I took the dodge on my last thing.
That's
Good
this is true.
reminder.
Okay, wait, that was.
If it could miss, that would be really great.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Let's go.
And to
I'll take
clarify,
Paladin
that,
is too beefy.
this thing isn't big enough that if it's attacking the ballista, it's not in range with me, is it?
So the foot is attacking the ballista, so no.
Poke at its toes.
Well,
And
I'm not next to
You're
the
also
ballista,
15 feet
problem.
from the ballista,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay, does a 19 hit.
Yes, it does.
Finally. Hey, we got a raid. Hold on.
Hey, thanks for the raid.
Welcome in.
Almost
Chaotic
damage.
games.
We're
Chaotic
fighting
games.
a big. We're fighting Thickens and
friends.
Chase.
This is
A
a war,
skeleton and a
basically.
big winged monster.
We've been building up to this for like the past 64 episodes or so. So now we're fighting a big winged
It's
monster with a
war.
rider. And there's a massive battle going on.
I
below
appreciate
us.
that you guys are thinking that this is like the final battle.
No, it's
Of
not
this
even
arc.
close. Not even close.
This is like step 1.
Yeah.
Day
Us,
one,
it's
boys.
important.
But that's gonna do 17 plus 5 is 22 points of slashing damage
Cool.
to the starboard ballista.
Cool. Good to know.
And then just for the fun of it, as it goes by, I'll say it triggers your opportunity attack.
Yeah.
No, your not opportunity attack, your held action, because
Yeah.
everybody doesn't actually trigger opportunity attacks.
Because what?
This thing, so the Gloomwing can fly by without triggering opportunity attacks.
Is it
But your held action would still occur.
now? Here's my
Yes.
question: is it because it's under the effects of the disengage?
No,
it
it
probably
says
just has the
fly
ability
by.
to fly
The
by.
Gloomwing doesn't provoke an opportunity attack when it flies out of an enemy's reach.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just clarifying because I have Sentinel, which ignores stuff like certain stuff like that.
Yes, no, I understand.
You know, this is like Kathyr's greatest enemy. One keyword.
I feel like a majority of our enemies have just dunked on Kathyr with abilities. I don't think it's on purpose. It's just happened.
Yeah, that's gonna hit though.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'll pump a Divine Smite at first level.
Is this undead? I don't think it is.
It is.
It is. Ooh.
Wait, that's good, right? Yeah, 'cause
That's
Kathyr
good
does
for us.
radiant.
That's
Kathyr does
actually
more
like,
That's real good.
I would like to cast protection from evil and good on the boat. Lydia, make the boat hallowed ground.
I'm not at that level yet.
So call your god or something.
Ask
Hey,
Grot
hey.
to help.
Hey,
I'm
Malice, could you just like
I
scoot on
appreciate
the
the fact
boat
that
or
you
something?
forgot
Yeah,
his
you don't
name
have
for
a
a
mouth.
second. It really just adds to it that you literally forgot his name for a second.
You
Okay,
tree god.
I didn't forget. That was
DM.
for dramatic effect.
DM.
yes.
So that is 12 points of radiant damage,
Okay.
and let's see, 15 points of magical slashing damage.
Yeah, as it flies by, you drag your freshly sharpened sword through the shadowy wing of this gloom wing, relieving just a faint glowing cut in it as it flies by you.
And that was with advantage, right, Kathyr?
Yes, that was.
Okay, good. I just really wanted to make sure.
That will take us to Edward's turn. Edward,
Oh, wow.
your turn goes by. End of the round, or end of your turn. Go ahead and roll another wisdom saving throw for me.
With advantage
With
My
advantage.
favorite thing. Okay.
and
With
plus
advantage.
3 to the roll.
Come on. Oh, I rolled above a 10. And a plus 3.
Yes.
And this is
Uh-huh.
wisdom.
Yes.
Yes.
Wisdom
Okay.
saving throw.
No, it's
That's
Constitution.
17.
That succeeds.
Oh,
You are
Edward
sitting
goes.
there,
Edward goes.
straining, and you literally just fall over.
He just poops himself.
Yeah, he essentially does. You know when you get dizzy because you stand up too fast?
Yeah. 100%.
It's
100%.
kind of like that, and he manages to kick himself out of it by just like not breathing, I guess.
Mhm.
Edward just has an iron deficiency.
That is your turn, Edward. Good job,
That's
buddy.
my turn.
You
And
did
then
it.
Edward's just on the floor. I made it. And that's it.
Nice.
Swims.
Track. That will bring us to your turn.
I am going to use my action to cast a spell, specifically the spell Aura of Vitality.
Vitality.
It's pretty cool.
What's it?
Um, I'm gonna also move a little bit, so I'm now within 10 feet of Riniya and 10 feet of Edward.
You
So
already
5
were.
feet,
You don't have to move
5
at all.
feet. She moved, she was 15 feet out of range.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
need
so
to
you're
move
right.
5 feet. I need to.
You move.
You just move on the other side of Edward.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I will use
Hurdles.
my bonus action with Aura Vitality to restore 12 hit points to Edward.
No
Nice.
way.
Because I don't
Thank
have
you
to roll
so
the dice
much.
for that.
That's
Nice.
so nice of you.
It's a good spell that I didn't
Wow.
know that I had because it didn't show up in D&D Beyond. And then I was like, oh, that's cool. And I have a spell that I could take, so now I have it.
There you go. Very nice.
Now that's the end of my turn.
I'm really
And
happy. for
as
you.
you're on the ground, Tarak just kind of like steps over you, and then there's emanating aura off of him, just kind of flows down to you, and you're immediately like, oh,
Oh, that's nice.
I touch
that's
his
nice.
cloak.
It feels like a warm summer breeze on your face. It's nice.
I touch his cloak, and Tarak
Yeah.
feels the power leave him, and he turns and says, "By your faith, or your faith has made you well." And then he continues walking. Continue.
That was funny.
Go on.
Kathyr, this will take us to your turn.
Okay, great. I will.
You pull back your sword. Pockets begin sharpening it again.
Yeah. Where's the dragon?
60 feet directly in front of you. Off the starboard side.
Directly in front of you, off the starboard side.
Mhm.
Could I theoretically shoot it with one of the starboard front cannons?
You could.
I would like to do so.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Is it math time for Drew? I'm so amped.
Yeah, misses.
Can you hear my chair squeaking?
No.
No.
The cannon misses.
Okay, that's your bonus action.
Yep. And he really likes attacking one of the ballistas.
I mean,
Ballistas
so
is
far the
fun. Who
ballistas
doesn't
have
like
hurt him a
ballistas?
lot.
So I'm gonna go up to what side is he flying towards? What side?
So-
is he flying towards port side or flying towards
He is
starboard?
curling back around off the starboard side, back around towards the bow.
Okay. I will go over to the port side ballista.
On the other side of the ship,
Yes, towards the direction.
because he's
that
on the
he-
starboard side.
He's on the starboard side, flying towards the front, right?
Yes, so he'll pass the starboard ballista before he hits the port ballista. You don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to do.
Oh. Okay.
That
Then
makes
I'll go
sense?
to the yes.
Okay.
I thought he was technically like far enough ahead that he was already like kind of past the starboard ballista. Okay. Then no, I will go towards the starboard ballista.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna hang out there.
Okay.
Because it apparently likes to come attack this ballista.
Okay.
that really paid off. All of that figuring. That was an amazing climax.
And now give me 1 second. I
already know the magic words you're going to say.
I need to look up
There's
something.
3 of them.
I need to look up something
One
real
starts with an
quick.
H. One starts with an M.
Hey,
Well,
Aaron,
with
could
a
you
K.
plug table scraps while we're waiting for Drew?
Hey,
we have some
everybody,
new
just-
people in chat. They'd
Just
love
so you
to know.
know,
Sure.
if you like watching us
Again.
and you want
Okay,
to know more
perfect.
about us,
Okay, yeah. So
Wait,
and then
Drew,
and
wait,
yeah,
wait,
I'm
Drew.
just gonna
no.
Oh my
Keep going.
gosh.
So yeah, I'm just gonna chill there. And I'm
Okay,
gonna
great.
use my action. Correction. No, I take that back. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use my action to
Hold it.
nope. I'm
Oh.
gonna use my action to cast this
Uh-huh.
to cast
This is as bad as
Moonbeam.
Grant.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Moonbeam!
Not this
Moonbeam!
bad. I'm not this
Get it? Because
bad.
he's moony. He's a moon elf. Moon.
That
And
comes
he's
from
always
the
beaming.
moon.
I'm gonna use my action to cast Moonbeam.
Everyone's beaming
He
at
has
him
to
when he
make
walks by.
against
Kathyr.
the.
More like.
I mean, I
Luther.
mean, I'm gonna. Ooh, actually, technically, it would affect both of them. So they both the skeleton boy and the dragon have to make Constitution saving throws.
Thank you.
beam.
We got
Go,
there.
Muther,
sorry.
go.
I
Go,
had
I
to-
Muther.
can't
I had
believe
to
you
look that up.
interrupted the table scraps. part.
Trap man and moon boy.
That's shocking.
They're the same person. By day, a mild, meek-mannered
Spectre got a
lifter.
7, and the Gloomwing got a non-nat 20.
Okay, so the so the skeleton boy fails.
Okay.
That's good for us.
And will take full damage. The other guy will take half damage.
The moon just falls out of the sky
Wait,
and
wait,
lands
it's
on
not
them.
over yet. Now it's
Okay,
math
so-
time. We still have
So
to do
the
math.
rider takes 11 points of radiant damage.
Wow, this is the fastest math you've ever done.
Yeah, that
and
was really fast.
It's not. It's only 2d10. And
prove
then
me wrong.
He's like, I can do 2 numbers.
and the
It'd be half the fast.
gloom wing will take 6
Deal.
points of radiant damage. I don't suppose that they are shape changers, are they?
No, they're not.
No. Okay.
Thank
I
you
just
for
wanted to
The only
making
clarify.
shape they're
table
gonna
scraps
change
longer.
is the shape of your spine.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys literally hear the as the sun or the light from the moon angles into this sharp cone that barrels down on this creature. The Gloomwing immediately kind of like jerks out of the way, but the rider, he's like smoking. He's like he almost like he got like exposed to a laser for like 6 seconds and then just he's not having a good time. Yeah, that was fun.
Nice.
Remarkable.
Pockets.
Pockets is
Pockets
gonna
goes over.
help Kathyr.
Okay, he reaches down, crawls down, and he reaches into Cathyr's bag and grabs like a granola bar and crawls back up and is like feeding Kathyr as he's waiting.
It's high
Pockets
protein.
is great.
He's
That
a
will take us
high-functioning
to Riniya.
being.
All right, I am going to how far away is it from me?
60 feet.
All right, yeah, that's within range. I mean, it probably would have been range. But whatever.
Wait, sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. Top of the round. Update on the floor.
Hmm.
So I'm so sorry, Lydia.
No, it's a great reminder. No, it's good.
We have. I'm sorry. Continue.
You've interrupted both my turns now.
I think this might be the most I've ever interrupted DJ in a session, and that's saying something.
You haven't been interrupting DJ. You're interrupting me.
The worst part about it is that I actually approve of this interruption.
I'm so sorry, Lydia. You know I'm your biggest fan, right?
False.
You guys all look down to look upon the battle scene before you guys. And really, you're actually looking around quite a bit. These massive winged creatures known as...
That's a cool name. They're Brain Pop? I told you Brain Pop was canon in this world.
It's
Will you guys
basically
not
Pop
see that
Tropica
comment?
up in here.
they're called flying horrors. I'm sorry, Aaron, I'm trying.
forgive you.
Horrors, two
But
syllables.
they look almost
Yes, Grant.
like armored moths, except instead of there being like fluffy wings, they're like leathery and kind of like spiny. And then they have these 6 like spiked legs along with human faces on this massive head, but the jaw is disconnected and filled. The bottom jaw is filled with like spiny teeth, and then it goes up to like a regular human face. It's disgusting. Those are flying all around you as your archers launch arrows and they fall out of the sky. Every once in a while, one of the archers will get like scooped up off of the deck and dropped. Beneath you guys, these massive, or not massive, but these regular foot soldiers have engaged with your foot soldiers, and there is the kind of general sounds of war of swords clanking against armor, bows being shot, arrows piercing, general screams. The ogres are running around being much taller. They're just like catapulting soldiers here and there. And then every once in a while you'll see like a group of soldiers get together and they bring down one of the ogres. It's quite the epic battle scene at this point. You satisfied?
Yeah, I am. I'm also kind of sorry I asked. Those moths are horrifying.
Riniya, in front of you is a skeleton that's 10 feet tall, riding the epitome of what you would imagine death from above.
Thickums.
What are you going
That's
to do?
got to be a song title.
I'm going to cast a guiding bolt.
Ooh, good one.
That's a good one.
So yeah, I get to make that attack roll. Oh, it's in front of me. That's a dirty 20 to
What are you
hit.
attacking?
The thickums.
Thickums, okay. That will hit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm so happy.
So then that's 4d6 radiant damage. If I can get my dice. There we go. Okay, 4d6 radiant damage. And then the next attack roll made against it is going to have advantage. Because there's going to be
'cause it's
mystical,
guiding.
glittery light on it.
Yep.
Okay, that's 17 damage.
17 damage. Very
17
nice.
damage.
Radiant damage.
A radiant
really
damage.
good.
Radiant damage means nothing to me.
Gross.
It does.
No, it
But
does
the
mean
next
something.
attack
It means
against
you
it
took
has
17
advantage.
points of damage.
It means it's 17 points of damage. That's, fair enough, Drew. I stand corrected. Yeah, you launch this bolt. How would you describe this gliding bolt? Visually.
Or
as it
sound wise
appears.
as well.
Um,
You know,
how it
like
sounds.
which color is it? Is this a
Smell.
cleric thing? Is this a warlock thing? You know,
Uh,
what does
this
glitters
is-
look like?
This is a cleric thing.
Okay,
Um,
probably more like purpley.
So it's gonna be like.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's
So it's
really good.
probably like purple.
It's
'cause
probably
Mal's magic is
purple.
purple.
The podcast
Lydia, you're the
listeners-
creative one of all of us.
I
The podcast
I do the
listeners really
visual.
get it.
I don't do the
I asked you
audible.
to explain the visual.
I make the visual. I don't say the visual.
The
She
art for
draws
this
the
attack is
visual.
gonna look sick.
Podcast
Oh my gosh, it's
listeners-
gonna be so good.
It
Discord.
looks sick.
That's fair. You guys watch as
Ew.
Riniya releases this sick looking.
Okay, you know what it is? No, I got it. I got it. Okay, so it's like this like light ribbon, and it shoots out and it like twirls and
Yeah.
ribbons with them, and then it
Yeah.
hits them, and then there's just like this purple like puff of sparkles around him.
Yeah. Woo! That was
Nailed
really
it.
good.
As
Proud of
there's
you.
the puff of sparkles
Well
and it
done,
continues
well
to fly around, it leaves this trail of sparkles that almost is like an arrow pointing directly to where this creature is. Just.
It's like the Nemo, like in the fish and the one
Yes, yes,
Nemo,
it is. Yes,
where
it
they
is.
all
I think
like.
we
Fish
get
and
it.
Nemo that they went in
The
that
swarm.
direction.
Then
Yeah.
it goes. Whoa.
Are you gonna do anything else with your turn?
The ballistas, are they not loaded?
They are not.
They both need to be reloaded at this point.
I shall have one reloaded.
Which one?
The one I like more, which is the left one.
Port
The
Port
Great.
side.
side.
Cool.
Very nice. Port side is being reloaded. That will take us to the Nightvale Spectre's turn. The Gloomwing comes around and it's going to latch itself onto the bow of the ship right underneath.
Oh, big mistake,
This
buddy.
is bad.
Okay.
The Nightvale Spectre jumps off of the creature
Oh,
onto
buddy,
the
you're
deck.
making mistakes.
Okay. Interesting.
Edward's the
Set
first
it
one in front of
over.
it, so it's going to attack.
No!
I need to know-
Edward? The helpless young
It's
boy on
bad.
the floor?
I don't want to do that though. But that's good
Are
to
you-
know.
Are you killing
DM.
Edward or not?
DM
Yes.
question. Am I within 5 feet of Edward?
No.
Man,
Or
Edward's had a
no,
really
actually,
tough
no,
run.
correction. Am I within... Wait. Am I within 5 feet of the creature? Because I did move up to the front of the ship, near the ballistas.
I would say you're sure. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
you can
good
be
to
within
know.
5 feet of the creature, I guess.
Great. Okay. I will.
Okay.
I will take in.
I would say you're like closer to like 10 feet from the body, and it's more like you're 5 feet from a wing that happens to be off on the side. But sure, whatever.
Edward's
Okay,
still
okay.
lying helplessly on the ground without a
No,
weapon
yeah,
in hand.
you're down there prone as this specter of death steps over you with a scythe, brings it up, and is gonna chop down at you.
No, please. I don't have a family, but I guess
Now,
I
is
kind
this,
of do.
is this a prone in theme? Because technically there was nothing that made him be prone.
No, it's not actually prone. No, he
Oh,
doesn't
sick.
like.
It's just
There's
prone
no
in theme.
advantage or anything like that.
I love.
I'm
prone
not
in
about to
theme.
just-
prone in theme
just-
is great.
I'm not about to just execute Edward because of something that I made up.
Knocking him
I mean-
prone and then stabs him.
It'd make for a pretty good story. And
Uh,
you know, we're
just-
all
does-
about that story here.
Does a 17 hit?
And Edward goes, please, oh! And then silvery barbs, like vines that are silvery with with points on them,
Like silvery ones.
kind of like
With, like, barbs on
you know,
them.
It's similar to barbed wire, and it just kind of in front of him. He has to re-roll that d20, sir.
That's a reaction.
Get
right?
him!
Yes,
Got
it
it.
is a reaction to a roll.
Take the lower number.
Get
roll.
him?
24.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
Still hits.
That's not great.
That's all right.
Yep.
Wait, but I also get to choose
Yeah,
a
you get to choose
creature to
whether-
have
yeah.
advantage on the next attack roll. So I will choose
The
Meeny,
skeleton.
miny, mo. You know what? I'm gonna choose Kathyr.
Kathyr already has
Me,
advantage.
I already have
Wait,
advantage.
he already has advantage?
If I
He has
have
pockets on him. It's literally been every single
Oh, yeah.
round.
I'm
Yeah.
going to cast it on Tarak.
Okay, that works.
Wait, yeah, that works.
Either one.
On your next
If
roll.
literally anyone other than Kathyr is a good choice.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll my damage now.
Do it.
Pockets. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, you take 10 points of slashing damage
Okay, not too bad.
Don't mark it
and
down yet.
13 points of psychic damage.
All right.
I'll reaction absorb it.
The psychic or the
13?
Is it all from one attack?
yes.
Because I just take it all if it's all from one
Okay.
attack. So that's
Cool.
23 total.
Yeah, no, it'd be 26 total because it was 16 and
26.
10.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank
Second
you so
attack.
much.
Well, that didn't seem to do a whole lot, so we'll try again, I guess.
I thought it was over.
18.
Yeah, that hurts me. Wait, I forgot about a thing that I literally have.
Oh yeah, you automatically have.
It's called the Cloak of
disadvantage, yeah.
Displacement. When I wear it, it protects an illusion. Wait, it projects an illusion that makes me appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, causing the creature to have disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Until you take damage, but since you forgot the first one, we'll just play it by ear.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's okay.
It refreshes on round, so we're
I,
good.
I've had this for so long, and I think this is like the second time maybe that I've remembered.
Yeah.
I rolled higher again, so it doesn't matter. But good thing to remember. You'll take 13 points of slashing damage. 8, 16, 18, and then 18 points of psychic damage.
So that's 20. No, that's
That'd
30
be
something.
35.
35.
I'm
That's
still,
the number.
I'm still doing not bad.
Oh, is it worth it?
No,
No, you're still doing all right. Okay.
he looks like half of his body hurts.
Okay. You're fine.
Then
You're
the
good.
glooming is going to. I'll attack the starboard boy.
Okay. As a
Does
reaction, I will sentinel attack it.
Okay. Does a 19 hit the ballista?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 8. That was terrible. That's 15 points of piercing damage to the ballista.
15, you said? Okay, cool.
Second attack.
Cool.
That's even better. That's 26 to hit.
Okay.
14, 16. 21 points of piercing damage to, or slashing damage, excuse me, to the ballista.
Ballista.
Whew, it's still standing.
This is a
Nice.
thick ballista, dude.
It's barely still standing, but it's still standing.
Thick list.
Go ahead and do your reaction attack.
Yep. So that is a.
Above a 16. That's all I'm asking
That's
for.
yeah. It hits. It's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I will divine smite
Go for it.
at second level.
Uh-huh.
And to clarify, the Gloomwing is also undead, right?
Yes,
Okay.
they're both undead.
Great. That's wonderful.
Come on, Kathyr. Big kahuna. Big kahuna.
How am I so bad at this game?
Yeah, chat's clowning on me for not knowing about the displacer thing. I mean, I deserve it.
No, we love you.
I did. Hey, one of these days you'll remember that you have a 50%
Is-
chance to grow a beard every night too.
Is Drew doing? Yeah, it's true. Is Drew doing math? I
Yes,
forget that on
he's
purpose.
figuring out how much damage he's
We
doing.
need a math command.
We
Please.
do.
A Drew command
We
about.
need to
math.
buy Drew a calculator.
We need to get a specific sound cue. That's like Jeopardy
That is
music almost.
30 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's pretty good actually.
Welcome to Fate's Gambit, bro. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
As the scythe has come down on Edward twice, and the Gloomwing has almost destroyed this ballista, in an instant, the Spectre teleports back onto the back of the Gloomwing, and it launches off the boat.
Darn it.
Fine.
Question: Is that a spell? Did he cast a spell there?
Nope. If the Spectre isn't mounted, it can use a bonus action to magically teleport onto its Gloomwing mount.
Bruh.
Well, at least the mount can't fly away, right?
No, it can.
Isn't it speed reduced to 0 because of an opportunity attack made by
It was
Kathyr?
an opportunity attack, I guess. It was a reaction attack. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's chilling.
Aaron,
That's what I'm
sometimes
here
I
for.
Sometimes I love your knowledge of the game. Sometimes
Welcome to
I am
Fate's
so
Gambit,
upset.
bro. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
We have a jack.
That will be
Moon elf.
turn. Edward, you're on the ground with 2 holes in your stomach.
Sentinel, the best feat I ever took.
Yeah, Edward. Edward will say, "Oh no, you're not getting away this time." And
Ooh.
get
I
up
like
on
the
his feet.
spicy Edward.
Oh, did you say spicy?
Oh my gosh.
That's time for Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
I hate
That was
you.
a key word you
Get
should have
all
said.
back.
All right, back to what I was gonna do. Edward says, "You're not getting away that easy," and then gets up onto his feet, and he will cast a specific spell at the face of the dragon thingy. I know it's not a dragon. Okay, gloom man, gloom.
Wing.
Gloomy thickums.
Mist gloomy, yeah, gloomy thickums, MD, and he will cast hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
It's a 30-foot cube, and
It's a
it's
good one.
120-foot range. So he'll just place it around pretty much the face of this thing. And he's going to have to make a wisdom save, which I'm hoping he fails.
Is there any reason why I would have disadvantage or anything like that?
I don't think so.
You could reaction silvery barbs it.
Wait, could I react?
Yeah. Oh well, actually, you.
I don't
Well,
think I
does it?
can.
Do we play it where reactions recharge on their turn, or at the
Yes.
start of the round?
It's on your turn.
On their turn.
Reactions recharge on your turn.
So you could do it. 'Cause
Well,
it's
so in
already-
that case, yeah, silvery barbs is back up.
I mean that'd be nice. In that case, I'd be kind of casting 2 spells though.
But no. So you can't cast an action and a bonus action, but you can cast a reaction spell.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
And I just got a natural 20, so you're probably gonna want to do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
'Kay.
Silvery barbs also. So now you have to re-roll that d20.
And since I still have your last silvery barbs,
Yeah.
actually,
I
you
give
can only
advantage to
silvery barbs
Riniya.
one person. But I would rather Riniya have it anyway.
Okay, I
What
swing
do-
it over
what?
to Riniya because you're next. Wait.
You have advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or ability check or saving throw.
Yeah,
it's
just a
very
just a roll in
versatile.
general. That's
Okay.
Great. What'd you roll?
Yeah, you create this cube in front of it. This almost like
Ooh, what it
kind of
does?
like the
it-
texture of like a bubble.
Yeah, I
Uh,
want it to kind of. So what I want it to do, kind of like how water refracts. I want it to kind of refract the surroundings, so it's hard to tell like altitude and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
direction.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it just can't really tell where it's going. So it has to stay still, basically.
Yeah. And at first it's able to kind of like pull away, but as it does, you cast silvery barbs and these spectral vines wrap up around its head and pull
Nice.
it back into the cube, forcing it there as I got a 2 on my roll.
Yes.
So I
Is
guess
it
that's
immune
so
to
good.
charm?
That will be a problem.
it is.
Please.
Okay, nothing happens.
it.
But the
It's a
aesthetic is
charm
there
spell.
as you force this creature
I'm
to
so
look
upset.
into
The
Um,
rider immune to charm.
Yes,
I'm
Dang it.
so
Okay,
upset.
well, It was a good
I
shot.
really
It was a good
thought
try.
that
try.
Cool.
would work.
Edward, the aesthetic was there. It was really cool.
Yeah,
It just
Edward will
is
keep
kind of
trying.
ineffective.
We'll get there eventually. But at least Riniya gets help, so I did something.
There you
I'll
go.
also Bardic Inspo. I'm gonna Bardic Inspo Kathyr, because I feel like he could use some.
Okay, very nice.
I'll pull out my flute very quickly and just go. And that casts Bardic Inspiration to Kathyr. He feels revitalized
You-
from my
And
melody.
in the heat of battle, you hear the faint
Sounds like Squid.
sound of a soft flute, and you're like, why does
I
Edward
just-
suck at this? But I understand that he is
I'm
trying to
panicking.
inspire me,
Please try.
and I'm going to take that inspiration
It's the
and
thought that
run with
counts.
it. You
Okay,
know?
he's got a lot of damage right now.
Yeah,
He's
Edward-
dealing with a
or-
lot
or-
of blood loss. He's doing his
Kathyr
best.
understands. Kathyr understands Edward enough.
Uh,
That
Okay,
wasn't
alright.
the flute. He's got one punctured lung, and that's
He's
just
just
breathing
talking.
sounds
Back
like.
through the
Oh my
tree.
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Kathyr, you take
So
inspiration
horrible.
that even as your friend bleeds out from the gut, that he's willing to try to inspire you. And even though it wasn't that inspiring, you take inspiration from the effort.
That's
Um,
right. That's right. That of course.
That brings us to your turn, Kathyr. There's a gloom wing in front of you.
It's glooming.
I'm
Bonk
gonna
it.
make my 2 attacks against this guy.
Bonk it hard.
Bro,
Yes.
bro, oh my gosh. Do it.
Bonk it.
I want you to be absolutely bonkers, bro.
Go bonkers.
You know what? This gloom
Bonk, bonk.
word, whatever, it looks like it wants to get bonked. Everybody, bonk
Get
emotes
bonked.
in bonk emotes in the chat.
You know what?
I repeat,
Get bonked.
Bonk
Bonk
emotes
you.
in
Okay,
Welcome
the
to the
first
Paper
attack
Dungeon.
is gonna be a
Hashtag get
27 to hit.
Bonk this, you know.
Hashtag
Wait, so
bonk.
Yeah.
this.
What are you attacking?
The wing, the gloom
Okay.
wing.
If
I
you
assume
want.
I assume
Awesome.
I can't attack at the mount, right? Because like he's like the head. I mean, I assume that the specter would be too far away.
You want. The wing is like right there.
you could probably make a pretty decent athletics check to jump onto the Gloomwing.
Don't be a silly goose.
Watch
That'd
when you
be
fall to your death,
scary.
though.
Ooh.
Just
Don't do
saying,
it.
and then you can just, even when the Gloomwing leaves, you're right there killing his boy. I'm just saying.
But
That
then he's
feels a
gonna
little-
kill you. Then you're gonna.
Imagine falling to your death. Is that something you want?
How about you don't do that?
You know,
on
I mean,
step
Thing is
one?
only 5 feet away. It's you
What
don't
would
even have to make an
Kathyr
athletics
do?
check actually
That's
because
the
of the laws of how you jump things.
What would
I'm just
Kathyr do?
for now. I am going to just
Thickums.
Don't
Go
listen to your friends. Listen to the DM.
Look at the
I'm
chat.
gonna
Look at
just
all
go
the
for
Fonky
thickums.
notes.
I'm just gonna go
Dang
for
it.
thickums for this first attack. Okay.
Good
Okay,
job.
all right, fair enough.
Good job.
So that's a
He was asking for it,
27 to hit, or
That'll hit.
Okay, cool.
Because
I will.
Thickums is easy. All
I
right?
will. I
Oh,
will.
gosh, it's
I
math
will
time.
divine smite thickums at first level.
This
Yeah,
Alright.
calculator.
Wait.
I feel so good about it, but so bad about it that this really intense fight has been devolved into Thickums. Chase and Thickums.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, just so you know, we have another show on Thursdays in the afternoon. If you enjoy us and you want to hear us talk about things that interest us,
That
Dungeons
is
and Dragons,
33 points of damage.
Wow!
15 seconds.
15 seconds. It's a new world
I
record.
started a little late, but that was pretty
It's
good.
crazy.
You said
No,
30
that was
points of
his first
damage.
attack.
33.
33. Okay.
And then I will make my second attack
against Thickums as well.
against thickums.
You sure?
The goal is higher than 16.
Sure about that, Drew? Oh,
Not a natural
you got
20.
2.
It's a 19 on die.
Dang
Pretty
it.
Okay,
good.
gotcha.
I will. Oh man, I'm running out of spell slots here, guys.
We need like a separate.
Lydia, how many
Stop.
rounds
I'm
are
For-
that?
yeah.
What?
Just go in,
How many-
bro. You got it.
I'm
Go
going to
in.
divine smite at second level.
We need to get this thing out of
4,
the out of
I
commission.
think.
Rolling.
At
What
1:30
happened
p.m. CST, you can join us on Thursdays for Table Scraps.
Finally,
We'll talk
a plug
about this
that counts.
episode, like what all went on in it, Drew's ability to do math, and then we'll eventually derail into some other random topic. Could be about
Probably Twilight.
Twilight. Could be Twilight. It's a high chance.
Could be
of Twilight.
Arby's. We talk about
Could
that
be
sometimes.
Arby's. Grant shows up sometimes.
That's
like,
25
at my house.
points of damage, DM.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. That was 25 seconds, but still good. Still good.
And then as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I will
More damage.
I will command one of the ballista that's really close to being broken.
The one right next to you, yeah.
The one that's right next to me. I'm going to command them to shoot it
Because
Was
it was
it-
reloaded
because that's the
by
one that's reloaded.
Riniya.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Roll to hit.
Okay.
On ballista.
16 to hit. No, 19 to hit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. 19 will hit.
Okay, cool.
He's so proud of himself.
So happy.
17 points of damage. Reduced to
Not bad for
reduced
a
to 9.
But we didn't include all the in between.
Yeah,
No,
less
eight,
less than a minute doing damage math though.
It's true.
Hey,
It's true.
would you like to do anything else in your turn? Is there a movement you want to?
Ooh, hold on. Is that more damage that he's calculating?
DJ.
All right, here's the deal. So next time it's Kathyr's turn, Grant, you keep track of the rolling time. I'll keep track of the in-between time.
Okay.
Not going to move. No.
Weak sauce. Not going for the kill.
Do they look injured?
The Gloomwing is not doing amazing.
Did
Yeah.
you bardic inspo with damage?
No, I cannot.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Yeah, that is my turn.
You're asking about your ability. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay.
I've done
Pockets.
Wait.
Pockets
shall
pulled out a
help
rag.
you.
Pockets pulled out a rag and just starts like
dabbing my forehead.
sweat
Man,
around the neck.
love that guy.
You guys all look down as the camera pans to be third person and looks down above, from above.
For a moment, it's looking like the opposing forces have managed to split your soldiers into two groups as they kind of cut through the middle and are slowly like cutting them off from each other. So it's not doing great. You guys are slowly losing archers on the boat, one by one, but you're also noticing that the swarm around you of flying creatures is also beginning to thin as well.
Good.
Satisfied?
Yeah, satisfied.
Great. We're not.
Okay, before I take my turn, I just want to take a moment. Like, this is extremely impressive, DJ. Like, what you're doing, like, navigate. Like, I'm, like, sitting here. I'm having trouble just managing me. You're managing so many things right now. It's kind of bonkers.
Claps for the
And you only
DM,
have
guys.
to do it like for 4 more weeks.
Like, bonk this, you know?
Chat. Also,
Well,
fellow
I
castmates,
appreciate
let's
it.
give a applause for DM.
Like, I'm kind of just now recognizing
Just
just how much, because you're navigating that while also listening to us. DMs are wild. All right, my
Just
turn.
so y'all know, in like 2 months, Lydia gets the DM, so
Oh,
she
God.
gets to experience all of this. It's gonna be great.
Claps for
And
DM,
she's
everybody.
going
Little
to be a
spoiler.
large-scale battle.
Guys, clap with me.
Thousands of
Clap with me,
soldiers.
please.
Yes.
Clap for the DM.
No.
Thanks.
Yes,
Okay.
Lydia.
And to contradict you though, it is helpful that I have several players that are keeping track of other things that I don't want to be keeping track of, like the boat. So that's great. But I
Stop
appreciate
being
that.
modest, DJ. All right, I'm going to.
Well, you know me, I'm really modest.
You're
Also
going-
very, very humble. I'm the humblest person I know.
Did I have a turn this round?
Yeah.
Did you?
2.
No, you didn't. No. No.
Track, go.
No, I totally skipped you.
I'm like, something's going on
I
here.
was
Did
a
I
little
already
confused
heal?
why
you went after
that I went when I did.
I was just excited to see him do math. I was ready for it.
This is no, they left on the same turn. The Gloom Boy is still in front of you.
I mean, I can just go where we were. I'm good with that because the gloom guy goes before
No,
I.
yeah, we're jumping back in time. So this is before
Okay.
Kathyr did all his stuff and all that.
Sick.
But he's still right there.
But he's still right there. Yeah.
But like the gloom, they're both there, but the writer is on the gloom thing.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action heal Edward for 12. So when he comes back, I'll inform him of that.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna tell my bat to Tug, gonna be like, just fly underneath it, and then I'm going to go for the kill.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Look, I'm an expert at writing disturbing flying creatures.
To be fair,
You
if anyone were to fall from the sky, it should be Track because he's
Yeah,
the
I
least
can
likely
survive
to
that.
die.
Grant, you have 12 hit points.
You gain
You
12
gain
hit points.
12 health.
Oh, okay. When you said I have 12 hit points, I was like, that's not great.
Impossible.
got-
How did I do my math
I
that
was like, how much
incorrectly?
damage did I take?
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take an athletics check or anything like that. The creature's only like 5 feet off the rail, so you just get a little jog, and you're managing.
I jog and I
Wait.
point at the skeleton. I go, I'm coming for your bones, buddy.
Welcome in above
And then I
board.
just tried to start bonking.
Thanks for the clap.
Start
Dude.
bonking like a
Bonk
madman.
this!
to the specter.
Yeah, well, to the bone guy. I don't care about. Look, Kathyr's got thickums. I don't got to deal with
I'm
him.
so excited. Go for it.
Just
picture
yeah.
this.
So I just
you all watch
I-
while Aaron rolls his dice. You all watch as Tarak has a holy aura emanate off of him that heals Edward of one of the holes in his side, and then just like winks at him, takes 2 steps back, jogs, jumps onto the massive flying creature in front of you, and then sprints across the wing and goes for the kill at the specter in the sky with these flying, terrifying humanoid moths all around it, with the arches blowing up, with the ballista in front of it, with Kathyr slicing away at the gloom wing. It's pretty epic.
that'll be a
Yep, makes
29
it
and a 23 to hit. Ooh, wait, do I have advantage because of guiding bolt?
Like, Guiding
No.
Bolt was on Thickums.
Oh, was on thickums. Gotcha.
Yeah.
In that case,
Advantage,
well,
but
it's
23 will still hit.
29 and a 23. I'm going
2 attacks?
to.
Is that what you're doing? 2 attacks?
Yeah, I'm attacking him twice. I just
Go for
rolled them both.
Yep.
The first attack, I will use a first level divine smite,
Mhm.
which will be those are d8s for the divine smite, right? I'm not crazy.
Yes, D8s.
Yes.
2d8 at
So
first
it's-
level, and then
and
you get
since
an
it's
additional
undead-
D8s because of undead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost my D8. D8 and a D12. That'll be. It's a 7, 15, 18 plus. 24 damage on the first attack,
Nice.
and then I'll do a second level Divine Smite for the second attack.
So that's 48.
Yep. I keep losing my D8s when I need them most.
Am I the only one who thought of an Avatar reference after that?
I didn't. I'm surprised. Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, because he said he keeps losing his D8s when he needs them the most. When the Avatar
when he
needed
them most.
When the world needed the Avatar the
Oh,
most, he
I
vanished.
understand now. Thank you.
That'll end up at an even 30 damage on the second attack.
Nice.
52 points of damage.
And that is my turn.
Nice. Okay. Then Kathyr went, Packets went. Back up to the top, Riniya.
Wait, ground.
Me.
I already
Ground
did
up
the
there.
ground. We had to
We
go
did the
back.
ground. We had to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah,
because we
that
skipped
was
track.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Go, Lydia.
So Tarak is now on this thing with
I'm
the
engaged.
scary bones.
You're watching as he's squaring up with a 10-foot skeleton that literally looks like the Grim Reaper with the scythe and everything.
Mazel tov.
Buddy, you're not
Ah.
even the biggest thing of bones I've fought.
That's
I have a
actually
pretty
true.
good record.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast Mr. Bones. I was,
You shoot your Edward Blast, Eldritch
And it
Blast,
takes the
Eldritch
form
and
of-
a little
Blast.
fish appears and just swimming across the sky.
And it's multiple Eldritch Bass, too, so it's like a
Yeah,
school of bass.
there's multiple of them. Wow.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway,
I'm kind of lost.
don't worry about it.
Grant, that's your natural
Okay.
state. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
That is a. Oh, what is I'm adding to it? Oh, right. Okay. 22 and a 28 to hit.
Nice.
Both of those will hit.
Okay, and then so it'll, each one will be 1d10 force damage. And so that will be a total of 15 force damage.
Very nice. From the two,
That's
both of
pretty
them.
good.
Yeah, that's the total.
Very nice.
And then, do I
Dude.
want to do that?
If you had the like pushing Eldritch Blast, you could have knocked him off the thing. It just plummets to his death.
I am going
Rash squaring up
to.
with him, and then Riniya shoots him off his mount.
That would be great,
Oh.
actually.
Do I hang on to Beacon of Hope or do I switch?
Drop it. You don't do that. Please.
Your choice. Either one works.
Because my
It
other thing is
helps- it helps
I'm-
me. It helps
yeah.
things.
Because
And
the other thing I was gonna do is drop it so then I can do Shield of Faith on Tarak.
no, I don't need that. No, I don't need it. I'm good.
I mean, track
Alright.
says
Aaron, you say that about everything.
Okay,
In theory.
then I'll there's the one of the ballistas like still needs like repairing, right?
Yes, both the ballistas can be reloaded, and one of them is very close to being destroyed.
All right, I'll order for the one close to being destroyed to get some repairment.
Great. I believe you have to roll a d10 for that.
Okay. Bonk.
Bonk.
I got a 6.
Great.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Is no
Very nice.
longer on
Yeah,
the
you
verge.
lost your
well,
mass
still
at
pretty
the
close to
the
verge,
at
but-
what do we name him? Cuddles? Thickums.
Thickums.
Thickums, yeah.
Thickums. Gloomy Thickums.
Surname Cuddles.
Welcome back, ending fuzzball.
Gloomy Cuddles. Gloomy Thickums Cuddles.
Yes.
How did we manage to give this guy a full name?
Oh,
Yeah,
don't forget
the-
the MD.
Yeah,
The last name he took when he married.
he has a master's in
His mother's maiden name was Cutie.
That will take us to the Night Vale's turn.
I'm so stressed out. I'm thinking so hard here.
Let me just double check something.
I need more spicy Cheetos.
Question: I don't suppose that because he's a skeleton, bludgeoning damage hurts him more. I already know the answer, but I figured I'd double check.
No, bludgeoning damage hurts him a lot less.
I mean, it's a magical weapon,
Well, then it does just normal damage.
so it shouldn't change anything. I was just like, skeletons sometimes suck against bludgeoning stuff. So
Sometimes, not this one. He's a beefy boy.
yeah, no, this is like advanced.
He's
skeleton.
bonkers.
It's advanced skeletons. Go ahead. He's going to look at. He's gonna stay within 5 feet of you, but he just kind of like shuffles around so that he's facing everybody, and he's going to use his mind twist again. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Still got advantage.
Boo.
Beacon of Hope is still up.
See,
Now,
this is why we kept it up.
Now, theoretically speaking, he would be facing away from Tarak.
No, he's not.
No, he turns to
They
face
were
me.
here,
I ran
and
up
you guys
to
were
him
over
from the
here,
boat,
and he
so.
shifted around so that Tarak and all of you are in the zone.
Ah.
But I'm good. I'm great. I'm feeling dandy. I got it's like a 26.
And I,
22.
Edward.
No. Dirty 20.
Okay.
And a nat 1. But the dirty
But
20
the
is
advantage
the
is what comes up here.
Yeah.
24.
Okay, you all succeed.
Track says, in more ways than one, buddy, you are so boned.
It's a no bones day, you know.
No bones about it.
It may be a no bones day, but it's a bonk day.
Yes. I feel like
Ugh.
between humor and horror.
This
What is that
creature
Your
turns, and it's gonna jog down the back of the Gloomwing for just a second. You can opportunity attack.
I don't want it.
Okay, great.
What the
It
heck?
jogs down, and then disappears behind one of the spines.
Tarak, you
What?
didn't.
I
take
have to
the-
use my reaction to save your guys' lives.
Oh, okay.
This
Understandable.
will
Alright,
take us to the
buddy.
Gloomwing's turn. Yeah, it's gonna launch itself off. It just
That's the sound of the beams.
well, let's see, because it wouldn't create an opportunity attack by it flying away.
Oh
There's a
shoot! Yeah, I forgot the
There's a
movement thing.
Rapunzel movie.
So
that's
it's gonna
Barbie.
the ballista that is being repaired. It's gonna attack.
In the Barbie
Okay.
Rapunzel movie, when the
Yeah.
dragon takes off,
I
it makes
will.
this amazing
I will make
wind
it. I will
sound,
make a sentinel attack.
right? Like a.
Oh right.
I think if I remember correctly.
Does it do that then?
Am I?
No, it's not gonna do
wrong?
that. No, it just takes off.
You're probably right. I'm just really distracted right now.
Okay, fair. I mean, we are playing a whole game and we're having a whole
Yeah.
side
The
conversation.
whole game.
And now
the whole
everybody's
conversation.
paying attention.
Yeah, it just takes off. It won't attack anything because it doesn't want to get stuck there again. Yeah.
Don't
it
worry,
flies 60
guys.
feet.
I'm good.
That will take us to Edward's turn. Edward, you watch as this creature flies 60 feet away with Tarak off in the distance. What would you like to do?
Wait, Tarak's still. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm on the thing.
So
Oh my
I'm
God.
assuming I can't get within 30 feet.
I would love for you to step back 10 feet and launch yourself off the boat in an attempt to get 30 feet. You're not going to. but I'd love it if you tried.
No. Oh my gosh, I forgot I could have been commanding the boat this whole time.
Hey, Grant. By the way, you also have fighter abilities as well, like second wind and action surge and stuff
And in
like
case
that.
you
I'm
get
just for
attacked,
future
you also
turns.
have
Yeah,
a displacer
yeah.
cloak that gives the attacker
Mhm.
disadvantage on you.
Yeah.
And you might have a beard.
I might. Yeah, that's very fair. Gosh, this is a hard
You
game.
could heal yourself with second wind as a bonus action.
This is a hard game. Wait, I got it. Shatter.
Not.
60 feet. How far is it?
It's 60 feet away.
Yes. I'm gonna shatter the skeleton.
Go for
Okay.
it. The skeleton is further than 60 feet away.
Okay,
But the gloom-
well,
the
I'll
gloom
shatter
queen-
the face of gloomy, cutie,
Shatter his
thickums,
face, bro.
MD or whatever his name is.
Go for it.
MD. He's got a whole degree.
Oh, yeah. Edward takes out his flute and goes. And with that, it's like a piercing wave of sound around the dragon's head. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Please don't do that.
Okay.
How to do, big man?
18.
Ooh, yeah, that saves.
But
So it takes half as
damage?
much, which is still good for me. 3d8, so a 2, plus an 8, 10, plus a 6, 16. So it
Nice.
takes 8 damage, 8 piercing damage. Bonus action, cannon that guy. Right? I can do that? Bonus action can't. Please,
Uh,
CJ, let me have it, please.
Just
well,
let the
so,
boat
so
go.
the
You would-
ship is since the creature's in front of us. Both the ballistas need to be reloaded, and both the front cannons that could potentially fire also need to be reloaded.
Look at his face.
So you could reload one of the ballistas.
You could also heal yourself for 10 plus your fighter level of
Fine.
health.
You know what? You know what? Because I'm a fighter, and sometimes I choose to use my fighter abilities. I'm gonna use second wind.
Good
Okay.
job.
And that's a 1d8 plus.
That you
Hey,
just get, you just get the
First of
you
all,
just get the
first of
natural.
all, Grant,
You
it's
just-
actually a 10, and it's a
One
D10.
That's what I.
And you don't
that's what I
have to
meant.
roll because you're within Lydia's
Right.
aura.
So I get
Well,
13 whole HP back.
Yeah. So
It's well,
Good job, buddy.
And Tarak, keep in mind, it's just whoever is in it when it's initially cast. It's not like you stay
yeah,
within
he
it.
was in it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So like you still have the effects too.
Yeah.
He never said he
I'm
didn't.
pumped.
You know what Edward also does?
What does Edward also?
Cry? Does he throw up like a little baby? I'm sorry, that was rude. Please continue.
No, you know what? He was gonna say something encouraging, but he will cry like a little baby. He will. He's
Good,
gonna
I'm
cry
glad.
like a little baby
Great,
and,
I'm
and
glad it's
wail
canon.
and throw a little tantrum like a little baby.
Okay, great. Tarak, you sense disappointment as you look back over your shoulder and you see your protege. What is it that you call him? In Orcish?
What? Hmm?
What's the
Oh,
word?
flower
my,
in the
my
blood.
A
Vadir.
Your
loser.
Vadir. You watch as your Vadir, your pride, throws a tantrum like a 2-year-old.
He pulls
I can
out
only
his jaw
assume-
harp. He pulls out his jaw harp while he's tantruming and goes. And he's just crying and screaming and jaw harping away.
Track takes this to heart and is overjoyed because he can only assume that he's throwing this tantrum because he didn't get to be on the beast with Tarak.
Fair enough.
It's a
Track,
war cry.
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Is it
You're
already?
60
God dang, seriously?
God damn, seriously.
Because we skipped your turn, so it's
Oh,
You
fine.
typically go after
closer than
Edward.
It was.
I can't see the skeleton and I really don't care.
Mhm.
And I just go, buddy, if you don't come out here and face me, I'm just gonna kill your pet. Wah, wah. Just start like beating
Bonk,
its head with
bonk.
a stick.
That's what I do.
Okay, go for it.
Great.
Roll to hit. Since you're on it, I'll say you have advantage.
Oh, that's sick. I'm flanking with my bat from below. That'll be, the first attack will for sure hit. That's like a 27.
Uh-huh.
That's a 21 to hit on the second attack.
Both attacks
Um,
hit.
Sweet. That's going to be that's just going to be 2 more first level divine smites. So that's
Okay.
1, 2.
What's your bat's name
3,
again?
4. It is Satug.
Satu.
First attack will be 30 plus. That'll be 36 damage from the first attack.
Oh.
And higher numbers on that one. Let's see. Oh geez. 29 damage on the second attack.
For a total of
What did I say the first attack was?
39.
36. I think it was 36. So 36 plus 29. So add 6, that'd be
I
35,
don't know if
65
36
damage.
Was it 32?
32. It was 32.
32 was, I think, the correct
I think it
one.
was
So
32.
63 damage. 61 damage. Yeah, 61
Chat
damage.
maybe can
Sure.
help us, but I think that was
Sounds
right.
good. I thought that we were just going to do it separate. I didn't think to math them up together.
No, you're good. You're good. I've just.
And then I'm going to bonus action
sweating.
heal myself for 12.
Second wind.
Okay.
No, I just
kidding.
have the spell still cast on me. It's
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Wow. He's not looking like he's having a good time.
Come at me, Skelebro.
Kathyr, that will take us to your turn.
Okay, now DM.
DM.
The ship
That's me.
has a speed of 50 feet,
Uh-huh.
and it's 60 feet away, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Ramming speed.
If possible, I would like to have the ship move forward towards the dragon.
It does that.
Okay, so we're within 10 feet.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Do you jump off the boat?
Swan dive.
Oh
now,
my gosh,
now
that'd be
it
amazing.
is like just directly in front of us.
Right into its mom.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it-
yeah.
Is it like
what-
a little bit below us?
No, it's a little bit above you, but yeah.
A little bit above me. Okay, great.
Yeah.
its razor sharp teeth just grab a hold of him.
Just shred
Into
your
the
hand
mouth.
as you drag
You know
him
that
down.
scene where Hulk grabs onto the alien thing that's like that?
Yeah.
And then it goes.
Oh man, I'm trying to think if there's any way for me to do this
Do
without
that
jumping
arm
onto
wave
the
again,
dragon.
Grant. Nice. That's smooth.
Wow,
Okay,
we
I
were
was just
scarily in
gonna.
sync on my screen.
I'm just gonna throw.
Dude, you're gonna pick up the gosh dang javelins again?
Well, I mean,
Just
actually,
throw the
I
whole
actually
ballista.
reload- I actually have 5
Round
javelins
2,
again.
buddy.
I actually have 5 javelins again.
Oh,
so like
yeah,
I have
dude.
like actual javelins I can throw now.
But ballistas are so much cooler.
Dog, you can throw them into his mouth, and they're like
I
they're
mean,
like if you bit on down on a
would the
toothpick.
DM allow me to to throw ballistas again?
Will not allow you to throw the ballista.
That's fine.
I will allow you to throw a ballista bolt. What's a javelin's damage roll? Damage die?
The javelin is like a D6 or something.
Yeah, that should be it.
I'll say a ballista bolt is a D8.
Sounds
Oof.
fair.
Strong.
Okay. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to
Alright.
use my ring of force
Kathyr picks up a ballista,
and
puts it down.
Are you attuned? Are you attuned to this? Do you need to be attuned to this?
Yeah, you do need to be attuned, and I am attuned. I've been attuned for like months now. I've just never used it.
A very long time.
And I'm going to I use a charge. Yeah.
Do things.
I have to
It does a bunch of
I
stuff.
have to roll to see if I hit.
Are you guys ready with your
I
phones?
I honestly forgot,
Oh,
but I'm ready.
yeah.
He's rolling to hit now, so we
Okay.
gave him a bit of a grace
I gotta
period.
get my thing ready.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That's a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Well done, Kathyr.
And break. Okay, wait. Yeah. Oh.
What is happening?
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't realize. So I didn't say this initially because I wasn't sure for sure. I can spend up to 3 charges. I don't have to spend just one. So I'm going to spend all 3 charges.
I like it.
Lydia on that counter nonsense.
And
All right.
this is
We started late too.
So hey guys,
for each charge.
just so
Okay,
you know,
yeah, great. Okay, so it will take 6
At the sound of
d10
the dice
force
roll.
damage.
That's
good.
sound of the dice roll, Lydia.
All right.
Well, okay. Wait. Do you need to roll a attack? Each of those 3.
No. It's just basically I add a charge to add more power to it.
Yeah.
Basically.
it's one attack. The more charges you spend, the more damage that one attack does.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
It is.
Oh my god. There we go.
Ready?
Now, most likely, the
Okay.
damage actually
Okay.
is probably less so than if you were to use them all separately. But if you need that burst damage nonsense, you can spend multiple charges.
Just so you know, that took over a minute.
And we started late too.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. There it is.
Math.
This is my favorite part
There's the
of the
math.
entire game.
40 points of force damage.
Okay. Lydia.
Kathyr.
No way.
I'm concluding this time as well.
Yeah, this counts.
That's not my fault.
It's part of your turn.
You drive the boat ever so closer. As you do, the Gloomwing kind of turns around to face you. At which point you just walk up to the front of it in stride and launch these 3 beads of force, which
Well, actually, basically, he just holds his fist out, and a spectral ram just shows up and just blasts towards it.
Yeah, it is a whole
Wait.
ram.
it opens its mouth wide and swallows the whole thing.
Nice.
As it does, you watch as it's
It
like
poops it out.
and then
Just like explosive
as
diarrhea.
it seems like something is like ramming through it before its entire
Ew.
backside
Diorama.
and off from the hips below, and it's split in half as you blow this creature up.
That is so gross.
Night Veil Spectre, you watch as it is like free falling
And I'm free.
down towards the ground, and Frank is also free falling. You have your bat.
I have my bat prepared.
Go ahead and make a animal handling check.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
Of
that
course.
was
I guess
2
that's
minutes
the
and 25
Okay,
seconds.
but half
It-
of that was not me. That's
It
not
That was
included
your
a death.
turn.
Oh,
That's
God,
part
I
of your
missed my
turn.
box.
To be
That's
fair,
not
he only
fair.
used 23
And-
seconds.
You
and
must
we
be
started
punished
late.
Math.
for
We started
killing
late.
Drew.
We let you had some
Drew,
freebie time in there.
I think you did pretty good. Without you, we
19 on
wouldn't
die
win.
for a
And that's just the
23.
facts. Of the
That's
matter.
true.
I think chat would be on Drew's side here. I don't know.
You
Chat, what do you think?
free fall and then immediately dive and rocket towards Satug, who almost like when Hiccup almost gets blown up and then Toothless like catches him and like wraps him up in his wings. Satug does the same thing, catching you with its feet and wrapping you up as you guys spiral down before it like throws you just a little bit and then releases its wings and you land right on its back. Perfectly practiced maneuver. It is epic to watch. You guys watch as the body split in two of this massive creature goes crashing down on both
On the
sides,
enemy side.
your troops and its own, as many of the generals end up calling for their troops to retreat on both sides. And so about 3 units from their side fell, and the other 4 retreat. 2 units on your side fell, and the other 5 retreat. So this would be a victory.
Hey!
Oh,
Guys,
which 2 of our units I need to know?
Yeah. Okay, I have
won.
a question that I probably shouldn't ask.
Wow, that was so.
The really
Hard.
scared scout, is he alive?
Oh, true. Ooh, spicy Cheeto moment.
Well, what are his odds? Let's see. Let's give him a percentage. I'm gonna say he has a 20% chance of success.
Of
That's
success.
really low.
20%?
That's so low.
You gotta give him at least a 50%.
Well, it doesn't matter. He got a 15, which means he succeeded.
Yes!
Oh, my
God.
gosh.
He's such a legend. These hot Cheetos.
He-
I'm
Underneath
grabbing
the
pockets.
the ballista bolts.
I kind of do this like shake thing with pockets, and he like it's like a magic trick, and pockets turns into a little goat, and I bring him over the goat.
The only reason he lived
We
is
won.
because Kathyr decided
We
not to
won.
throw that ballista bolt.
I don't need thanks though.
You liked goats, so I thought the victory, like celebratory. I mean, you can't keep him; he's mine. All right.
Let's go with Athala. I
Oh,
mean, Akhlaran.
hate you.
And I'm
You guys
the chat.
listen as the opposing forces retreat and this massive creature falls. The Nightvale Spectre disappears. You're not quite sure where he goes, where he ends up.
Serious.
You guys have won your first battle.
Yeah,
in
we did.
What will be many.
Do we hear cheering from down
bonk
below? Because that's like my
that.
You
favorite
hear
feeling.
massive
when there's
cheers
Just,
echo
it's
through
shaking
the
the
clouds
boat.
in the sky. Sure, yeah, it shakes the boat. That's not how sound works, but it shakes the boat.
it kind of works that way.
With that, we're going to go ahead and end tonight's episode with them listening in the cheers of victory. I think we got
really fun.
rated like twice, so
Bonkers.
thanks for all that. Thanks for
I think
those
it
of you
was
that stuck
the
around. I
Jackies.
know
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
it's weird when combat is half an episode and other things are going on, but we appreciate you guys sticking around, hanging out with us.
Thank you for the Jackies and Playotic Games for the rates. Yeah, that's the 2. And all of the followers, all of the new people.
Yeah, there's been a whole
Brian,
bunch of
yeah,
people
yeah.
here.
We're 1 sub away from the sub goal. We're at 19. So before we hit,
We've got
should make it happen.
whoa.
Dang it, Maz, go sub.
Mass is subbed with Prime.
It was a joke.
Maz
Classic
mod.
Maz.
is
Why is it Nightbot sub?
We love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Go hit us up in Discord if you want to keep hanging out. We'll probably be on for a little while. I don't think we have anything else to say. So
Drew is absolutely a Chad.
Come
He's
hang
party
out
to
with
the
us
full.
Thursday.
You guys are.
It'll be a
good
loose
luck
game
and
video.
Godspeed, Dungeoneers. We will see you next time.
Oh, spicy Cheetos.
That was